going in and out, use the bathroom or whatever, please use the back entrance. If you enjoy the shows we have here at the lounge, it's not just stand-up comedy or weird talk shows or whatever I claim this is. They also have concerts, some kind of weddings going on upstairs. They have all kinds of stuff. So definitely check them out at loungeboise.com. Follow them on any social media, and check out their Patreon. Gives you access to all kinds of archive shows. And yeah, patreon.com/the lounge, or /just lounge. Patreon.com/lounge. That was very confusing. They don't pay me to do announcements. Yes, they do. You're hosting. Oh, okay. February 19th, we're going to have Brendan Vessel down here from Los Angeles. He's a stand-up comedian. He's performed on television a lot. You can see him. Tickets are available at loungeboise.com. Also, February 12th, we've got 8 local comics that'll be here. And then the 26th and the 27th, we'll have Iris Benson from San Jose. So make sure you guys check those shows out. All right. Are you guys ready for hopefully the most boring part of the show to be over? All right. I'm gonna take the mask off. I wanted to wear the mask when I first came up here because I wanted you guys to know for sure that I wasn't a libertarian. Those guys are wild, right? You ever talk to one? It's hard, man. It's like, look, I'm sorry that your 14-year-old fiance's parents won't sign the permission slip so you can get married. Please stop shouting at me about how driver's licenses are tyranny. All right. I got some things. This is a talk show, all right? I'm like a talk show host right now. Like, I'm like if Dr. Oz, I'm kind of like Dr. Oz, except for I've never had to admit that I'm a liar in front of Congress. So here we go. Yeah, he's a monster. I got some headlines from the news today. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador has contracted coronavirus, which apparently is what Donald Trump meant when he said Mexico will pay for the wall. Other world leaders who have contracted coronavirus include British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, French President Emmanuel Macron, the Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, and then former piss baby in chief Donald Trump. You guys remember that guy? He lost. What a bitch. You guys remember when he got COVID? Wasn't that awesome? I thought it was hilarious. It was like watching Freddy Krueger have a nightmare. It was the best. I was just sorry that Ronald Reagan wasn't alive to contract HIV. Yeah, sympathetic figure, that Ronald Reagan, with his ignoring the AIDS epidemic. Conservative candidate for president of France, Marine Le Pen, is polling at record numbers and is proposing a ban on wearing hijabs in public places anywhere in France. Yeah, and you can tell that she's from a wealthy family because that ban does not include yarmulkes. Okay. Where are my Fox News fans at, huh? Where are my Fox News fans at? They're at Quinn's. At 10 in the morning. I wrote this one just for the fun. Here's some conservative news. Last Thursday was the 35-year anniversary of the time Hillary Clinton blew up the Space Shuttle Challenger. You didn't know that? Yeah, though she did. It was like how she killed the guy from Lincoln Park because he was getting too close. He was really crawling in her skin, you know what I'm saying? I am going to hang myself, so don't feel bad. I used to think that one of the astronauts from the Challenger was from Idaho, and I was going to talk about that. And then I read more about it, and I realized I was wrong. No one from Idaho was in the Challenger when it blew up. One of the understudies that didn't get on the spaceship was from Idaho. Yeah. We just got nothing. What is Idaho known for? What is Idaho known for? We're still trying to find ourselves. Yeah, I disagree. And you know what? People brought up the potatoes thing for those of you listening at home. And you know what? Everyone likes those. Fuck people from Utah that try to talk shit about us, about potatoes, like they get fried squash with their Big Mac. Fuck them. We'll have a Baconator with cantaloupe. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So since that woman didn't die in the Challenger explosion, Peekaboo Street is still the best we can do. Good for us. The article about the Challenger that I was reading went on to say that all 7 people aboard the Challenger died. Yeah, I thought so. You know what? Now that you say it that way, I feel like you're lying to me. You know what I mean? Like, those 7 astronauts are probably on a government black site playing spades with Tupac and John Benet Ramsey right now. Do you guys think I'm right? Maybe they're getting up there in the years. They're at a government black site for senior citizens, hanging out with Cloris Leachman and Larry King. Alex Trebek really died, though. That one's sad. You know what's awesome is that no one's going to give a fuck when Pat Sajak dies. No, you guys big Wheel of Fortune fans? Get a fucking job. I'd like to solve the puzzle. Can I have an application? All right. Court of Appeals in The Hague. That's where they have international trials. The Court of Appeals in The Hague has ruled that Shell gasoline will have to pay Nigerian farmers restitution for an oil spill in 2008, marking the first time a European company has ever paid for the damages they caused in Africa. All right. Cite me another one. Yeah, they're really rolling in all that East India Trading Company money. They're not. They're like, he said something about Africa. I don't know if I'm allowed to feel anything. That's all right, guys. They're all going to sound bad. I don't come up here to take the easy way out. Men and women are sure different, huh? No, they're not. The difference between men and women is not much. You get them drunk, they both punch holes in the sheetrock. They both cry about their moms. It's not different. All right. Here's one more. All right. A constitutional amendment to ban legalizing marijuana passed the Idaho State Senate Affairs Committee. Yeah. Now you might think banning something that's already illegal is a complete waste of time. Yeah. That's the end of that. This story really shocked me because I always assumed the reason they were so useless is because they got high and forgot to do things. Right? If you think of the state senate as people who got high and forgot to do things, then you're like, oh, okay, I get it. They got high and they forgot to add sexual orientation and gender identity to the Idaho Human Rights Act. That's all it was, right? Or they got high and they forgot to make it illegal to let your child die of a urinary tract infection just because you wrongly believe in faith healing. Right? What other reason? If that's not it, what's the excuse they have? What's the excuse they have? Does anybody know? Depraved indifference, I think is, I'm pretty sure is what it is. You know, they say that pot's bad for you, right? They always say that. Pot's bad for you. Really? What's rotting their brain? You know? I've been as high as you can possibly be. Does anyone doubt that? One time I was so high while driving down the freeway that I kept slowing down because I thought that I was driving the semi ahead of us and I wanted to catch up to it. Have you ever been higher than that? Oh, I've been as high as you could possibly be. And I've never had like the thought, I better not add the words, because what if I have a bad day and I want to take it out on one of my gay employees? Oh, man, I'm so high right now. Junior's peanut allergy will work itself out. You stop convulsing. EpiPens are the devil's playthings. That happens here. There's a whole graveyard of them. 45 minutes from where we're at. Do you ever just get sad instead of laugh at my jokes? Do you guys ever do that? It's sad. It's hard to write jokes about the news sometimes because everything's terrible, right? You want to write jokes about what? Donald Trump? He can't read and he wants to fuck his own daughter. And still it's like, oh, he's so sad to look at. He's got banned on Twitter. What do you think he's doing to Melania right now? Nothing. It's a body double. He has no idea. He's heard her voice 5 times. He doesn't know. That's great. That's got to be hard to have a third wife that also doesn't love you, you know? Like, who is he, Rulon Jeffs? Who is he, any Mormon, I guess? That's good, though, that you guys haven't heard of that famous Mormon. Maybe their influence is waning. I hope it is. I put all my bets on Scientology. I want to join the Church of Scientology because, like, I want them to kill people who've wronged me. They do that. You don't think they do that shit? Never mind. Shelly Miscavige is at that black site with the astronauts. It's a lot of fun. All right. Well, do you guys have any happy news stories? Can anybody give me one piece of good news? For those of you watching at home, the answer was no. They were like, I know someone who died of COVID, but they were kind of a prick. It's like the best you could do. Oh shit, you knew Herman Cain? That's fucking awesome. What's he like? Bad tipper? That makes sense. Speaking of tipping, I think it's pretty impressive that the church is able to get 10% out of the world's worst tippers. How do they do that? You ever gotten a tip from a religious person that didn't turn out to be a weird religious tract? The real tip is come to Collister Church. I love it. Like, you can't argue with Christians about anything. It's so frustrating. Because, like, you come up with something, and they'll be like, oh, well, you know, God just works in mysterious ways. It's beyond our comprehension. And it's like, no, it's not. When you die, everything goes black. We're not scared because we don't know what happens. We're scared because we definitely do. You know? It's freaky to think about. And then they're like, well, God works in mysterious ways. And then you're like, you refute that. And then they just start speaking in tongues. And they're like, well, fucking translate that shit. Go back to ancient Assyria and figure out my argument. I love that shit. You ever hear like a hymnal or like been to a Bible camp? The kids don't know the words, so they just start singing along in tongues. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. Open the, what's the second verse? They always do that like 80s movie fake Asian face. Mickey Rooney or whoever that is. Why do they do that? Thank you. Thank you. I was talking about that the other day, and people were like, is Hollywood racist towards Asians? Yeah, dude, why don't you ask Scarlett Johansson? She's an honorary member. All right. Does everyone feel nice and alienated? It's hard to talk about the news or religion, you know? I wanted to claim I was the Prophet Muhammad, just like post a picture of myself, be like, this is the Prophet Muhammad. Prove me wrong. What does he look like? Describe him. Oh, he's got long hair and a beard. Looks like he wouldn't be allowed to run for office in Idaho, you know? Well, yeah, I'll claim that. We can't make fun of Islam because it's like a weird racial thing. It's like Islam's bad, though. Why do I have to pretend it's not? You still shouldn't discriminate against them, but I can still laugh at them for believing something that's not real. You know what I mean? You ever let a woman drive? They parallel park just fine. Jesus Christ. Let it go. You know? But I can make fun of Christianity all day long because that's a white religion, right? People are like, we're on that side of the Crusades. You can talk that shit. Are we not? I think it's time to get in a word from our sponsors. What do you guys think? Tonight's show is brought to you by Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin, continuing the Crusades. You guys like that? You guys want more sponsors? Huh? Who else endorses what I have to say? Tonight's show is brought to you by Ford Motor Company. Ford, buy a vehicle with a trick to it. Tonight's show is also brought to you by, what's that fucking, Panda Express. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Panda Express Chinese Cuisine. Panda Express, Burger King, and Yellowface. And finally, tonight's show is brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Jack Daniel's, don't let him talk to you that way. All right, now that I've got enough people that are going to sue me, let's get on with the show. Thank you, guys. I'm Mundek. That's the end of what I'm going to say. All right. Let me set this stage a little bit. So anyway, the way this works is I'm going to bring a comedian out. They're going to do some stand-up comedy or whatever false flag operation we're claiming this is. This is ridiculous. All right. Look at this shit. You see me? I feel like I'm in one of those videos pretending that I like it, you know? It's just coming at me from all angles. All right. All right, so anyway, are you guys ready for my first guest this evening? I hope you guys are. He came all the way from Denver, Colorado. Please welcome Anthony Crawford.
Oh shit! Hey, how you doing? I almost forgot I was supposed to do this while sitting in the back of the room. That's how high I am right now. How are y'all feeling? I've got a bunch of stupid stuff to tell y'all. When I wrote every joke I write, I'm pretty high when I do it. So this all won't make sense. But one thing you do need to know about me, like I never say the N-word. I honestly don't say the N-word on or off stage. And a lot of people think it's because I have some noble cause. But no, it's because my mom punched it out my system. You know what I'm saying? Like she has a very swift left hand, and I've always respected it. So I don't say it at all. And it's funny. A lot of people get mad at me for not saying it. Mainly black people, and that's what pisses me off. You know what I mean? I can't do it. Like, man, just say it. It's just a word. You're giving it power by not saying it. which is the dumbest fucking argument in the world. Because I also don't say the word poppycock. I don't hear anybody saying shit about that. You know what I mean? By the way, also very high when I thought of this. Poppycock sounds like whiskey dick for heroin addicts. Like, damn, baby, I'm sorry. I got that poppycock. It's the dumb shit I think about when I'm high. You know? I love doing stand-up. This is my favorite thing in the world. I look forward to this every day, you know, and I do want to get famous. I want to get famous. I honestly do. But not for personal, you know, ego or fortune and fame. I want to get famous to help black people in Hollywood. I said it. You know, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Hollywood tends to have the same black people in everything. Like there's more of us, man. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole lot of us, bruh, and they keep using the same ones. And just for example, rest in peace, but Chadwick Boseman, this motherfucker was Jackie Robinson and Thurgood Marshall and James Brown. Then he became Black Panther. And it's like, motherfucker, come on now. Like, damn. Like, dude, there's more of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm afraid of that day where they have Jaden Smith playing Will Smith as he's getting ready to play Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Like, we're not nesting dolls. I don't like what Hollywood's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm afraid of that day where it becomes Tyler Perry as Medea playing Oprah. And I can't have that. There's a lot of shit in Hollywood I don't like, man, and I just want to get in there to help shake shit up, you know? One thing I do enjoy, even though it came as a result from something I genuinely despise, but we all agree that Hollywood can't come up with a new idea to save their lives. They can't. They can't. All they're doing is remaking and rebooting everything. That's all they're fucking doing, man. And I hated it until they start playing around with the races. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of dig that shit. You know what I mean? It all started like 10 years ago when they had they remade Sherlock Holmes, called it Elementary, had Lucy Liu in as Watson. Word. Asian Watson. Hell yeah. You know? You know, and now Party of Five, Charmed, Magnum P.I., they're all Hispanic now. Word? Hell yeah. You know? And then the last Spider-Man, the next Little Mermaid, they're all gonna be black? Word? We did it. You know what I mean? I love it. I love what they're playing around with the race. I love what they're doing in the races. The only thing that I ask and beg Hollywood not to do is don't do it to Home Alone. Nah, you keep Home Alone white. You keep Home Alone white. I will shout that shit from the mountaintops. Keep Home Alone white. I want it on a T-shirt with Gary Coleman doing the Home Alone face. Keep Home Alone white, cause it's a Christmas feel-good movie, man. It's a Christmas feel-good movie, and it will no longer be that if you replace the main cast with minorities. It will no longer be a Christmas feel-good movie, because you can't have a Christmas feel-good movie when everyone goes to jail. And that's what's going to happen if you replace all the main cast with minorities. All of them are going to jail. All of them. Every last, I'll break it down. All right, the fucking, the wet bandits. Okay, the wet bandits, of course, later became the sticky bandits. I saw it. Anyway, those motherfuckers, of course they're going to jail. But the parents, motherfucker, you was gone for a week. You know what I'm saying? And he's 8 years old. Last time I checked, that's child neglect and endangerment. You know what I mean? You going to jail if you're a minority. You know what I mean? And the kid too. Fuck him too. He going to jail too. You can't drop an iron from 3 stories in the air and intentionally hit somebody in the head and not get tried as an adult. Nah, fuck you. You going to jail, Kevin. Being honest, it's weird thoughts I have. My brain is out there, man. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I think dumb stuff, you know, like right now. Ooh, it's imagination time. Let me fuck with y'all real quick. Let me get in your heads. Y'all seem to like me. Let's do this. I want y'all to imagine right now what the most gangster chicken in the world looks like. This is what I came up with. All right? Imagine Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson covered in feathers. I just made myself giggle. Fuck it. I'm going to say it. Imagine Dwayne "Bagok" Johnson. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. But imagine Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson covered in feathers. But the feathers come up like a turtleneck. All right? And he got a pimp cane, and it's made out of a drumstick bone of a chicken he killed 3 months ago. You know what I mean? And he got a Tyson tattoo on his face. Not like Mike Tyson. I mean the brand of chicken, Tyson. Tattooed on his face. I was high as fuck when I came up with that. I can't believe y'all laughed at that shit. One of the things I love to do, I honestly believe that the coolest thing you can do with a dog is fetch. You know, I don't know why, but I dig it. I ain't want this shit. Oh, you brought it back? Whatever the fuck y'all say to dogs. You know what I mean? But I want to up the ante. I want to up the ante on fetch. I want to find a cooler animal to play fetch with. Like I want to teach a falcon how to play fetch. You know? And only do it on dates. You know what I mean? I take the girl out to some cool little scenic spot on a mountain with a cliff, you know that? And I don't even have my bird in the car. He's flying overhead like a gangster surprise. You know what I mean? And then when we get to that scenic spot, I find a nice little cool spot on a cliff, and I throw my foot up on a rock real gangster-like, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to look at her and be like, hey, girl, you want to see something cool? She's going to be like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. And then I'm going to throw my arm out, and my bird's just going to land on it, all right? And I ain't even got to call him because we here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to name him something gangster like Tupac Tweety. You know? Either that or Falcon X. I don't know which one I'm going to do, but it's going to be gangster, you know what I mean? And the only thing he going to fetch is weed. Because I got the world's only inner city falcon. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm standing there all majestic, like with my foot on a rock and my bird on my arm, I'm going to look at her again and be like, hey, girl, you want to see something else cool? She could be like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. Now I'm pull out some weed from my underwear like my brother used to, back in the day. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to throw it off the cliff and watch it plummet to the earth while I stand there majestic as fuck with my foot on a rock and my bird on my arm. You know what I mean? And then when the weed get about halfway down, I'm going to be like, yo, X, get it. And my bird going to be like, ow, ow, and take up. That's stupid. That's fucking. I was high. I can't believe y'all laughed at that dumb shit. That's so stupid. Oh, here's one I want to tell you. This is going to get weird, but it's funny as fuck. I promise. This is one of them home run jokes I like. But I need all of y'all collective imaginations to come together as one for me. All right, because this is some dumb shit, and I need y'all to see it, because if y'all don't see it, it's not going to be that fucking funny to y'all. It's going to be kind of morbid and weird. But if you see it, this is going to be a magical fucking experience for y'all, all right? I need y'all to open up your imaginations. Let me into you consensually. And here we go. But what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to imagine right now what a Oompa Loompa revolution would look like. All right? I need y'all to imagine if the Oompa Loompas got sick of Willy Wonka's shit and they took over the chocolate factory. All right? This is what I came up with. All right? Picture it. It's the Oompa Loompas tending to that chocolate river, mad. Then they go in the little Oompa Loompa break room, pissed off. Telling some man, I swear to God, if Willie blows that fucking flute one more time, we killing everybody in here. Everybody gotta die. And then they hear that. And they hear that. And they look at each other and go, everyone dies. Then they start secretly sucking on candy canes to make them sharp. Like shivs, you know what I mean? And they walk out of the Oompa Loompa break room with one arm behind their back and a real fucked up look in their eye. Talking some Oompa Loompa Doompa-dee-doo, and then as soon as they get close enough to Willie and the rest of the families, they pull out Fun Dip and Pixie Stick Dust and blind the whole crowd. You know what I mean? And then one of the Oompa Loompas jump on Willy Wonka's back, start stabbing him in the neck with a candy cane. Tells him, this what you get when you hire some slaves and try to tell kids how to behave. You know what I mean? And then they go up to the girl, becomes a blueberry. They stab her in the stomach. Juice goes everywhere. They throwing burning marshmallows and flaming peeps at all of the kids running away. Only Charlie survives, but he's fucked up in the head now, all right? He got PTSD real bad. Can't be around nobody anymore. So he's just rocking back and forth in an insane asylum. Talking about I tried to tell him that the snozberries didn't taste like snozberries. I tried to tell and then you see an Oompa Loompa slowly rise in this windowsill with a candy cane. And then my weed wore off. I never finished that. But I'm just saying, you can see it. You can see it. That's all I give a fuck about. I'm Anthony Crawford. Thank y'all for listening to me. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, man. I'm here. All right, we're doing this. I want to thank you, sir.
Now, we worked out a system for if you need another beer. This is what we do. Oh, God, help! Help! That's the system. So
I need an adult!
Yeah, it's real subtle. Real subtle. Let me move the stand. All right. Well, thanks for coming out. I'm sorry that we can't smoke weed in here.
Yeah.
But we can huff, so...
Fuck yeah. Where's that shit?
Well, it's still in their gas tanks for now, but I gave a pretty thank you very much. I gave a pretty trustworthy looking character $20 in the parking lot, so I think we're gonna I think we're about to be in everyone's face looks the same city pretty soon.
Fuck yeah, man. I can't wait to not see color.
Yeah. What's the most obnoxious time someone said that to you? Oh, I don't see color. I mean, I know they're all obnoxious, but like worst context ever.
Oh, they was literally following me around their store because they thought I was stealing. And they literally passed white people stealing. That's what pissed me off. They literally walked up past. They literally said, "Excuse me," to a dude that was stuffing a loofah in his pants. And they was running after me because I had 2 sticks of deodorant in my hand. Like that's.
Well, who buys 2 sticks of deodorant? That's suspect.
I should have got the 2-for-1 pack, but. I mean, this is neither here nor there, though, man.
He doesn't want to talk about that anymore. All right.
Oh, we could have. It was just a bad situation.
Yeah.
I got out of there, but it was one of the. It led to me having a gun in my face by a cop for no reason.
Shit.
But yeah, it was all
Yeah,
good
why
times.
would the audience want to hear about that?
Nah, yeah, that's.
I think that's a cultural divide.
That's
because
fake news. No,
we're looking at a lot of white people, and they're like, wow, that's a crazy day. And you're like, is it? I get that.
Yes.
I don't, but I mean, you know. All right, so you live in Denver now, and but you're from originally from North Carolina. That's
Indeed.
correct.
Yep.
Who do you dislike more, South Carolina or Wyoming?
Oh, that's South Carolina. That's easy. Like, that's not even a. Nah, they're only South Carolina because we didn't want them anymore. Like, fuck that state. Fuck that state, dude. Like real talk. And I'm from North Carolina, so you know how awesome we are. But anyway, fucking North Carolina at least is trying to, like, get trendy and progressive, and South Carolina is dead set on staying traditional. And yeah, they wanted to stay mint juleps and big puffy dresses and stuff on it. And North Carolina's like, hey man, I kind of want a car that don't use gas, and shit like that.
Ah, fucking A. So we're talking like steam engine.
Anything but using a bicycle. Yeah, as long as it's not a bicycle, those are for queers.
Yeah, bicycles are for. Well, that's why they wear helmets, because.
So no, I didn't say it, dude.
Don't owe his good impression. What do you think those people think?
We didn't even let trans people use the bathroom. Like, come on, man. It's North Carolina. It's not me. I left. Damn. I don't like them either. That's why I fucking left.
If you want at any point, we can just start throwing bottles at them and yelling white devils. That's something.
Nah, I'm going to go ahead and say no.
No, okay. That's more Nampa.
I don't think it'll work out in my favor.
Well, it'll be fine.
Also, I'm not near an exit.
Well, that sign says exit. It's a bald-faced lie, but it says exit. Oh, it says exit on the other side. Maybe it's not a lie.
Everything about this seems like a trap.
That's fair. I mean, no one can hear us with the noise going on above us, so it'd be really easy to disappear somebody. Or somebodies. Only 7. Only 7. You're going on a trip to the moon. All right. What is there anything you like about Wyoming, or is South Carolina just that fucking shitty?
I guess I can't. Wyoming has less racist people.
Really?
But I think that's just because they're less people.
That makes sense.
No, so I mean they got that going for them. Their drive isn't as boring as Kansas.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Sometimes the street's red, and you're like, "What happened here?" Is that what's left of the buffalo?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, there's literally nothing I really like about Wyoming, but there's a lot of shit I really, really don't like about South Carolina.
I think Wyoming's weird because it's like, in Boise, you never meet racist lesbians, you know? But Wyoming's just chock full of them.
It's hard, too, dealing with a racist person or the you know.
The anti-Val
I
group.
couldn't get the letters out. Sorry, it's not like I don't respect them or something. It was just a lot of letters, and I got dyslexia for a second. How about calling them BLT?
It's hard to say. I'm pretty sure that rednecks dislike him so much because they think the name's Arabic.
I don't like them Liquibics either. Or they'll probably try to pronounce it.
Yeah, they're trying to pronounce it, and they're like, I don't like what this is doing to my mouth. This mouth is for chaw, not Arabic. What's your favorite chaw?
Big League Chew.
Yeah. Big League Chew. All right.
That's how we all got into tobacco, right? That was all about it.
Yeah, fake cigarettes were the best, man. Just being a kid, walking around, and adults are like, hey, are you? Oh, he's probably over 12. And then
Yo, was the candy cigarettes made out of the same thing that the Fun Dip stick was?
I think so. That sounds right. Or like the same thing as those weird little candy hearts that all taste like sawdust.
It was like candy, but it had no flavor at all. It was just, was it? I mean, I know it was sugar. That was a dumb way to react. But like, it didn't taste like shit. Like it.
Yeah,
candy cigarettes had a better taste than the Fun Dip stick. You know? I don't know. I'm sorry if I offended any Fun Dippers out there.
Is there anyone here willing to defend Fun Dip Stick's honor? No, you're right. You were right.
All right, sweet.
What's going on there is that they're just so broken up about it. They're like, yeah, man, I had my own personal tragedy with Fun Dip Sticks. It ran out of the flavor, but I grew up in one of those households where you got to finish it before you get up. You finish your fucking dinner. The hamburger helper and the Fun Dip. You finish it both, or you're not going to school tomorrow. Learn all those crazy liberal ideas like about how the Holocaust really happened, you know?
Oh, little known fact, that part in the Willy Wonka joke I tell about them blinding the crowd with Fun Dip. A child actually came up with that, and I thought it was genius. But yeah, he was pretending to be a ninja. You know what I mean? And he had like his dad's poker chips with ninja stars, and he poured out Fun Dip in this little pouch, and it was the blind people. And I thought it was fucking genius. I was like, I'm about to make money off that shit, kid. Like, you done fucked up, kid.
That's a great idea, because not only is it going to blind them at first, because it's like, there's a bunch of weird powder in my eye, but it's all sugary, so it's going to get sticky with their eye juice, and they're going to have trouble, like, opening their eyelids.
Yeah.
That's going to be a long-term issue.
I feel like none of y'all really thought about the complications of Kool-Aid in the eye. It's pretty much, it's awful. It's going to be, ugh.
I feel like we're talking to a lot of people who have never had, like, sand or sand-like substances thrown in their face before. Is that true? You guys don't get into a lot of, like, cartoon fights? No, you guys don't? Okay.
Or is this all like Real Wives of Orange County, and y'all just throw mimosas in each other's face? And that's it. I want to know, what's the budget on glasses in those reality shows? Because it seems like they break them all the damn time, and no one gives a shit.
Yeah,
nobody watches those commercials and shit? It seems like every commercial for a reality, desperate, whatever the housewives, whatever the fucking, I don't know. I used to be famous, now I'm not. You know, those shows, all of those shows and the fuck.
Waka Flocka Flames love show.
Yeah, fucking Little Bow Wow and all them motherfuckers. Yeah. Them motherfuckers, it seems like they're always throwing fucking liquor in each other's face and breaking glasses and flipping tables.
Yeah.
And I just want to know what the budget looks like, man. Like these.
Well, it's probably well liquor. That's gonna cut. Like, if you know you're gonna throw something in someone's face, you're not gonna be like, all right, let's get the Hendrix gin. You're like, let's get this weird gin I've never heard of before.
I want to know what billionaires throw in each other's face. How do billionaires fight?
I think they do it through the U.S. Army. Thanks for opening that, baby.
Yeah. I laid it up nice and soft for you, too.
I appreciate that.
You took that motherfucker home.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. All right, so let's talk about stand-up for a little bit. Do you guys?
Sure.
Did you guys know that Anthony does stand-up comedy? Yeah.
I dabble.
What show out of all the shows you've done? I don't want to know like what the worst one is. I want to know which one made you feel the least. That's a weird question, right?
Okay. It's something every comic's gonna go through every now and then. It just happened to be like my buddy, a good friend of mine who I saw start comedy. It was his first time being able to headline a show. And he chose me to feature because he looked up to me and shit. And he was like, fuck yeah, I want you to be a part of this.
Because he wanted to get blown up?
He wanted, yeah. And it's funny. It's one of the last bad shows I remember having. Like, I couldn't crack that egg to save my fucking life. Everything I said was apparently in Farsi or in Arabic or something. Nobody was getting it, and they hated me for it. and dude... after the show, we're doing a meet and greet with the crowd, and they all immediately flocked to him, you know, because he had just crushed it. He's a fucking monster. And me and him were standing together because that's my homeboy. We're like best friends. And I got hey, man, you were great. Awesome. I fucking loved your set. You were amazing. Oh, you were good, too. You were good? Dude, bruh, like that was... But it was featuring for somebody I saw start.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, just take me out the back and shoot me, man. Let's get some glue out me.
Just afterwards in your head, Tom Waits starts playing.
It's what I imagine Gene Simmons feels like before he takes the makeup off. Just you know what I mean? Like it's not like in his 20s when he was hyped. That was a great show, man. Let's go ahead and get out there, man. Let's go fucking party. That shit is done. He's like, fuck. What? Johnny Cash playing in the background. I hurt myself.
I hurt myself today. We should cover that one.
I bet in his off time, Gene Simmons don't even like sticking his tongue out. I bet it's to that. You know you don't like doing your job off work. No. I bet he don't even eat ice cream. That motherfucker's like my tongue is not coming out my face for shit. Fuck y'all.
It's probably like when Screech charges for pictures after shows, and he's like, all right, I'll stick my tongue out for $10.
God. That dude's a douche. I'm sorry, right up a bat.
Screech or Gene Simmons?
I'm sure both. Yeah. Kiss has caskets. I'm pretty sure they sell caskets. I don't know if you can get a Kiss casket.
You can, yeah.
Fuck yeah, you can.
Oh,
yeah, you can get it. I saw Gene Simmons has an episode of Cribs. Remember MTV Cribs? Yeah. He had on his episode. He literally has like a big ass storage space on his property with literally everything Kiss sells. Like he has one of everything Kiss has ever sold in this warehouse, and the main thing he wanted to point out was the casket that's fucking propped up on the wall, and it got his fucking face with his tongue out on the fucking body. It's literally like a Gene Simmons casket. It's just him on it, but I mean, it says Kiss. It's just him on it. But yeah, that exists. It's purple.
It's purple. What a serious color for a funeral.
Don't even. It's purple. I don't even know
purple.
why.
What, does he play for the Lakers? It's fucking purple.
Turns out Kiss was a Prince fan.
Oh, man. What would be worse? To be like... Oh, man. What would be worse? To be buried in a Kiss casket or to be cremated and put into an ICP urn? Cremation. How does that work?
I'm going to go ICP.
ICP?
Just because I feel like that urn's going to get used artistically. And I'm down with that. Plus, I feel like they would respect my ashes more than Kiss Army would respect my casket.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why that felt weird when I said that too, but...
Well, Juggalos are better fans than Kiss Army because they're not baby boomers.
I feel, and I'm going to be...
What? Tell me I'm wrong.
And I'm
Who
gonna
would
be,
you rather smoke crack with? I can tell you from experience, it's the Juggalos.
And I'm gonna be real. I honestly don't know that much about either one of them. Surprise. And I've heard 2 Kiss songs. I'm pretty sure. I've never heard an ICP song. A matter of fact, I just found out that they rap like 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't know, dude. I thought they was like a punk band or something. I didn't know. It was like, cool, they got on clown makeup. Oh, wait a minute, they rapping with clown makeup. But they're all about family from what I heard.
Yeah.
So I feel like ICP would do something really cool, like take me to, I don't know, fucking Mount Rushmore and throw my ashes in George Washington's nose or some shit. You know what I mean? Like they'll do some cool, weird shit while screaming "One of Us."
Yeah. As opposed to Kiss Army where they just leave you there and be like, I'm not going to dig a hole. My back hurts.
I'm not trying to be a part of a burial with fire involved. I might as well get cremated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, you can't have a Viking funeral. We're just still in a field.
Fuck around and start a wildfire because of me. A black person can't start a wildfire. That's all the white man needs. They'll fuck us up.
They do. They do blame.
Newport's a cancel.
They do blame black people for forest fires. That's true. You're right about that. You guys know that? You guys don't remember that in Oregon, all those wildfires? People were like, Black Lives Matter's doing it. Something's going wrong. It must be black people.
Because y'all know how much we love nature.
Yeah.
I'm a hiking son of a bitch.
Got them hills memorized out in Oregon, don't you?
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. You know something else I love to do? Ice fishing. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
I
don't know why I got so intense doing that. It felt right. Fuck yeah, though.
Yeah, dude, we're going to do all kinds of awesome shit.
Let's hunt a moose.
When we get done here after the show, we're going to go to my house. We're going to watch Yentl.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
It's going to be great.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to mix angel dust and bath salts. Let's do that shit. Fucking
He really is adopting the white culture.
Hey, man. I figure when in Rome. You know what I mean?
How long before bath salts become like lieutenant governor of Idaho?
I wish I knew drug culture of Idaho well enough to jump in on that. I wanted to so bad. And I was like, man, I feel like if I toss one out there, it's going to be a real swing and a miss.
Just go lower on the scale. Meth's a safe bet.
Oh, dude, sweet. That's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
I was going
You can always do that.
I was going to go meth. I felt, yeah, cool.
Because even the people that pretend they're not doing meth are. I mean, you think that ecstasy from Twin Falls is pure? Give me that pure Twin Falls Molly. You know where the best cocaine comes from? Payette. Birthplace of Harmon Killebrew.
For some reason, when you say you know where to get the best cocaine, I was about to just say Sears.
That's why they split with Roebuck.
Dude,
Irreconcilable differences.
do they still exist? Does
Sears?
Sears still exist?
Uh,
I haven't been in a mall.
Has anyone
so
here
I don't know.
Has anyone here bought Michelin tires lately?
Please let me know. Let me know how those mall stores are doing. How's Sbarro? You know? How are these guys?
We don't have Sbarro.
How's Cinnabon?
We don't have that either, do we? Do we have Cinnabon in the mall?
I don't know what's in malls
do?
anymore. So ours is dying a slow and unfortunate
You
death.
know what's in malls is a lot of for lease signs.
By ours, I meant North Carolina's, not Denver's. They're thriving for some fucking reason. But yeah, no, the one in North Carolina. But the college in my town is buying the mall.
The college in your town's buying the mall?
Yeah.
In Denver or in North Carolina?
North Carolina.
High Point?
High Point.
High Point.
Furniture
Okay.
capital of the world.
The what?
Furniture.
Furniture capital of the world is
Google
High
us.
Point?
Google us. Hell yeah.
Is High Point a furniture reference?
No.
Is that like a type of chair?
No, we're not cool enough to have a good reason for a name. They literally was just like, we're named High Point because we're the highest point in between Raleigh and Charlotte.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's like...
I can't make that up. That's some real shit. That's just like, yeah, that's we're High Point.
That's even worse than where I'm from, which is called Grangeville, which basically means Meadow Town, which is a paradox. You can't have both. You can have a meadow or a town. They're mutually exclusive.
Every time I go on the road, I'm a fan of looking up like why their town is that.
Yeah,
like Boise, French fur trappers named this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it means like woods or some shit. It's pretty much
Yeah.
woods, and that's pretty much that they just named.
Which is
Because the name for that shit in French is Boise, apparently. And they just went, Boise! And it was like, yeah, we're just going to go to Boise.
Which is horseshit anyway, because we're in a valley. We're in like a desert valley. Did you guys not realize that? Hey, welcome to Visitor Information with Mundek. We're in a valley, and your representatives are all very racist, especially Ryan Davidson. He's an open right supremacist, and your county commissioner. It's bad.
My favorite fact that I learned, like going from town to town and figuring, Scottsbluff, Nebraska is my favorite. Scottsbluff is literally named Scottsbluff because this dude named Hiram Scott got sick and his friends abandoned him. And they left him under a bluff.
They just left
And the
him there?
people that found him like, I guess they found out a way to identify him.
Because he's dead?
And it's Scott. Oh, fuck yeah, he died. He died like a motherfucker. They did not come back.
They were like,
did not come back.
You've got cooties off the ravine you
Yeah.
go.
And dude, the funny thing is, the town of Scottsbluff genuinely does not know shit about Hiram Scott. They have no fucking clue what. They still wonder what he did. Like real shit, they was like he might have been a fur trader or he might have made shoes. I'm not making this shit up. You can Google that too. And they don't know why they left him. They assume he got sick and they couldn't keep him or whatever. Like he would like, you know what I mean? Like you leave the weak one to die. The herd must survive. And he was rolling with like a group of like 6. And they fucking left him,
They
dude.
could've
They
taken
fucking
care of
left
him.
him.
6?
6. And I
Listen.
can't remember where they were going. They were going like close. Or I mean, technically. I mean, we got cars. Never mind.
They're going like,
Strike what I said from the record. But they were going to like Lincoln or some shit. You know what I mean?
that's very close.
By car. It's still like it's like a 2-hour car drive, something like that. So it's like a 4-day journey probably or something.
What could he possibly have been sick with?
I don't know, dude. This is like 18 something.
Don't
tell him. He probably masturbated too much and had a bump, and they were like, no, and kicked him out. Who knows, dude? They don't know. At the time, they thought cocaine was medicine.
I mean, come on now. As long as we're not talking shit about crack, we're fine. That's my one rule. No disparaging crack cocaine.
Oh, dude, one of my favorite pictures is a picture of a medicine bottle.
Is it me smoking crack?
No. Nah,
Sorry,
man.
continue.
Dude, come on, man. We'll get Bigfoot before we get that. But in like the 1880s and 90s, there was like, this is an actual pill bottle from the 1890s or 80s, whatever. And it literally had like all of the ingredients on the side of it. And it was just 4 ingredients, but it was like cocaine, codeine, chloroform, and I can't remember what the 4th one was, but it was just as fucked up.
Heroin?
To be in this bottle that you're supposed to take a teaspoon of.
Ether.
I can't remember what it was. It was some stupid, like, what?
Jankum.
Opium. Fuck. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah.
Opium,
It's literally chloroform, cocaine, opium, and goddamn, what was the other one? I forgot that fast. This is real, and it's bugging me because codeine. Thank you. Because I was like, it's not a drug, but Lil Wayne does it, so it's a drug.
It's hard for us to remember because we've been trying to replicate it in my bathtub all weekend. Do you have any idea how hard it is to do science? Jesus Christ, right? All right. I think we should probably bring up the next performer before we run out of time.
Nah, man, fuck him. No, I'm just
You
playing.
know what? Yeah.
I'm just playing. Nah.
Everybody else go home.
That'd be weird because she owns this place, right? That'd be weird.
You know what? Fuck them. Let's just do really boring shit for ourselves.
Nah, man, I gotta pee, so we should probably bring her.
Yeah. No, we. Are you guys ready for your next comedian?
I mean, I could whip my dick out. Nah.
Yeah? All right. She's very talented. I've known her for a long time. She actually has performed for the Crown Prince of Monaco. Yeah. I know. I'm looking out there. I see a lot of fans of his beverages. So make sure you give it up. She's very talented. Please welcome Jen Adams.
I get to be the middle chair? Perfect. Thank you. All right, keep it going for these guys shooting the shit like that. It was fun. Dude, why is my cord so short? It's not even wrapped around my neck or anything. Come on, man. All right. Hey, welcome to the basement, everybody. That's not weird, right? Yeah, sorry about the noise upstairs. That's my fault. Yep. I know I need money, so I let them have a wedding upstairs. Dude, oh God. Yep. There was a lot of fighting. It's really, really fun to hear people that you do not know whatsoever have very personal fights because they're stressed out about something that's supposed to be fun. Like, it is, I mean, it's magical, right? Right? Because I always think, like, I'm so fucked up. But every once in a while, I'll just have a wedding upstairs. And I'm like, I feel so much better about myself now. Holy shit. These people are fucking vicious. Right? Oh, my God. Yeah, man, I do, this is my spot. I was just in the back reflecting on the fact that, I mean, thank you for being here. This is comedy. It's sometimes it's okay, and then most of the time, like, people aren't coming out. So I appreciate that you are, because I mean, I'm still trying to bring in really talented comedians, and you know, Mundek helps book them, and Anthony's fucking awesome. Like, we had a great show last night. So please keep coming back for that shit, because But I was back there going like, wow, these people actually like paid to hang out in a dingy basement with a couple of stoners. Like, that's kind of the state of shit, right? But it feels right. It feels right. Feels right. I also have not been to the mall, you guys. But I can promise you that what's left, like the stores may come and go. What's always still at the mall, though? Fucking pedophiles. Yep. Right outside the little play area there, or as I like to call it, the pink eye pit. Yeah. That's what my daughter called it when she was 3, because I had been calling it that for so long that she was like, Mom, can we go to the pink eye pit? I was like, yep. Sure. Yep. Pass right by the syphilis court first, and then we'll go for that. Notice there's a big problem with energy drinks these days. A lot of people drinking fucking energy drinks, so much so that like kids are having fucking like heart palpitations and heart attacks and shit, which is horrifying, right? From a fucking energy drink, because I am a child of the 80s, and we earned that shit with street coke, all right? So, like, what the fuck? Honestly, I don't understand that at all, really. Like, the whole people, like, mixing it with liquor, too, like a vodka and Red Bull. Like, you know what, motherfucker? Get a shot and then snort a line of coke and have some fucking respect for yourself. Honestly, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And you get just as drunk, but then like you're alert, that's like great. Now we're both awake with your whiskey dick. Awesome. Like I can't even make fun of you because your ego is still up. I can't chief you or fucking, give you a Sharpie back tattoo, you fucker. It's wrong. I gotta write stuff down. Those two clearly love talking to each other, and it's fun. You guys it was like a little bromance up there. I was enjoying it a lot, but you're talking about the old cough medicine and shit. My mom was telling me that there was this shit called paregoric. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah. Right, okay, so they banned it like right at the end of the 70s, which means that I definitely had some, but moms everywhere were outraged because it was this stuff that was supposed to help your babies with teething, and it had fucking opium in it, right? So what was happening was the moms were like, oh yeah, and then fucking just drinking the shit. Yeah, and when she told me that, I got really pissed too. And not because I realized I'd done opium when I was little, but I have had a baby, and I could use some fucking opium. Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I was never planning on having kids, and then I had one, and, like, I now understand why people shake babies. I get it. I wouldn't do it, okay? Wouldn't do it, but I fucking get it. Put the opium back in whatever that shit was and put it back on the shelves. I mean, she's 9 now, and I need the opium for completely different reasons than I did before, but I still want it. I still fucking want it. All right, we got a cheers for opium in the back, yes. I don't get to do stand-up much anymore because I opened this place and it eats my life. Yeah, we were 10 months old, and then the lockdown happened, and I was like, no! Right, fuck. And I spend most of my time now moving furniture for events and shit, and then begging for money on the internet. That's really fun. Hey, become a Patreon member, motherfuckers. Whoever's watching at home with your virtual ticket, thank you, first of all, and get a fucking Patreon membership, because then you don't have to buy we just put all the shows on we archive them there, and for like $20 a month, you could just watch them all instead of buying a $6 online ticket every fucking time. I got bills to pay. See, now I'm still begging for money on the internet. It's like a second nature now. I'm like, I have to pee, but first I have to beg for money on the internet. Just part of that shit. So yeah, it's funny, like, I have some weird health stuff, like not bad health stuff, but just some weird stuff. Like I've had endometriosis since I was a kid, like, pretty bad. And the women in here know what I'm talking about. And guys, it's period stuff, right? And if you don't like it, fuck you, because it's part of life. be squeamish somewhere else. Yeah, it just means your periods suck, and they're usually like super ridiculous and heavy. Like, I don't know if a lot of you know this, Super Plus is not the largest size tampon, okay? There's one called Ultra. Yup. Yeah, that's for people like me. Also, the guy that I'm with, he doesn't always pull out, when we're having sex. So a lot of times I get to play this game every month. It's called Period or Miscarriage, because they're both about the same, really, as far as output goes. Yep. Yeah, I had a feeling half of you would just be like, we don't like this joke at all. But that's okay, because that joke wasn't for you. So there's that. Yep. Yeah, no, now I got different shit going on, though. I got I have new games to play, just because I'm getting older, and I don't always treat my body the best. I decided it'd be a good idea to stay here last night till how were we, like 4:30 in the morning? 3:50? No, you left at 3:15. I was here till like 4:30, knowing I had to be back here at 9:30 to set up this fucking wedding upstairs. I was like, no, that's perfectly fine. I'm 46. I'm fucking 4 years away from being 50. I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. We should do that. Yep. So I got aches and pains and shit. Only now they're spreading in different ways. So now I have a new game that I play along with the period or miscarriage game. It's called back pain or kidney failure. Yeah, that's the new one. It's kind of exciting so far, right? Because the stakes are a little higher. And just, right? I mean, an emergency room visit is much scarier than just having to walk around with like some toilet paper between your legs just in case. So, Oh man, I am so. I'm so glad that Trump is not president anymore, and yeah, and it's not because of the presidency part, okay? Like, I mean, he, whatever. We all know, all right? We don't even need to go in. No, it's because, like, as a female, like, having to, like, even give him any of my attention or like weight, like any emotional weight, like, is just offensive on every level because he's such a fucking piece of shit, right? Like all the horrible things he said just about women, like the way he thinks about them. I don't know. There was this interview on NPR. It was these two women that are about his age that had both ridden on airplanes next to him, and he like hit on both of them, and by hit on both of them, meaning like within the first 30 seconds, like turned to them and then just tried to make out with them, and then immediately stick his hand like in their, they'd never spoken to each other before, so they put him on the show, and like they were having that moment of like, oh my God, that happened to you too, and it was fucked up, right? They're like, oh yeah, and he went straight for the crotch, and yeah, totally. You're like, what the fuck, right? Like he's been doing that for, and I know, like, and just having to look at him and you hear his fucking little butthole mouth, just like Jesus. That's what my daughter calls his mouth, right? Yeah. In fact, this year she was in virtual school, which means I was in literal hell. Yeah, it was, I mean, I'm not suited to be a mom. Like, it's been a learning curve anyway, and I'm like, oh, now I'm your fucking teacher, too. All right, this is literally a question of who's gonna kill who first, and that's about it. It's fucking army crawling across the floor, like, fuck this. No, she had to write a report, and it was a piece where you had to convince somebody, right, of something. And she decided she wanted to do it on the fact that Trump sucks. And I was like, well, since I'm your teacher, do it, right? Like, and one of her arguments was that his mouth looked like an asshole. And I was like, oh, but she said butthole because she's 9. Yeah, but yeah, totally. No, I don't want to have to hear his, you know what it's like? It's like him being in the White House. You remember that guy that it was a football player, last name Rice, he fucking dragged his girlfriend out of an elevator after he beat her, right? Yeah, right? And you think like, that guy's gonna go, he's gonna leave, right? And they're like, well, he is a really good ball player, right? And then you're like, fuck, I gotta fucking, like, what the fuck? Get him out of my face. Now, there should be a point where you just are like, no, go. Anyway, sorry, that was just the therapy portion because I'm so fucking relieved. I'm so relieved. So relieved, yeah. I'm also relieved that my daughter didn't actually turn that paper into a real teacher. Yeah. It was really funny. She was like, he lies with his butthole mouth, and I was just like, and I'm like, this is good work. This is good reporting. Good job. It's fantastic work. A motherfucking plus. Yeah. I do love her. It's hard, man. It's really hard because I have a really difficult time like lying to her and making shit up. And I don't know how she's gonna turn. Like there's moments where I'm like, I think she'll be okay because I'm trying to be like really as truthful as I can be without just breaking her immediately, right? But and then there's other times where I'm like, damn, this kid is already gonna be cynical like way too early. Yeah, it's like I don't lie to her, about really anything. And I don't lie to other people about how being a parent makes me feel, which is not always good. And I realized that if you're a woman and you have a kid, that somehow you're just expected to like be like, this is great, like, yay, thank you for knocking me, like, woo, and it's not like. People are super fucking judgy when you're like, my kid sucks, right? They're like, well, what's wrong with you? You're fucking calling it fucking child protective. Like, fuck you. Like, it's not an easy job, man, at all. People are like, oh, having a kid's a full-time job. No, a full-time job is 40 hours a week, and you get to clock the fuck out. It is not a full-time job. It is literally fucking immersion. Like, it's... do you have to wipe your boss's ass after he fucking shits all over? No, you do not. No, you do not. And if you do, you probably got a promotion or at least some cocktails out of it. What the fuck? Have to try to be a better person now? Fuck. I was perfectly comfortable being a curmudgeon-y asshole, and now I'm like, no, we have to be generous. No, fuck that, whatever. And you can't say shit either because people get upset. They get upset, And I just, I've been doing stand-up, like, I don't know how to lie to people. I have no filter left, which is why I just opened my own business. It's barely hanging on, but I'm like, I will not work for anybody else because I just want to say the shit I want to say, right? You can't do that in regular life. Fuck that. Yep. So welcome to my utopia. It's a dirty basement. I'm all right with it. Yeah, no, it feels good to be on stage or I guess on platform. Like, it's not much. It's just about 3 inches high. Like whatever. You can't say shit. I want to be able to say both things and not have people judge me. My daughter is the best thing that ever happened to me, but she killed my career and gave me hemorrhoids. Nobody should get mad at me for fucking saying both of those things, right? Like they're both fucking true. Don't judge me. She fills my life with joy. Also, my tits look like somebody just finished icing a cake. Both are fucking true. Both are true. Yep. Yeah, no, I laugh it up, please do. That's all you can do. And I would love to laugh with you. I have to be careful, though, because since I had her, if I laugh too hard, gotta pee a little. That's also fucking true. All right, you guys were fun. I think we got to get on to the next portion of the show. Thank you for letting me do some comedy. I don't get a chance much anymore, so I appreciate you.
Have a seat.
Keep it going for Jen Adams, everybody. Hi, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Anthony. All right, welcome. Now there are 3 of us on stage.
Da 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 da.
That was fun. Good job. Did you enjoy being able to tell people jokes and anecdotes?
Yes. Is that what those were? I thought I just was having a complaint.
So is the wedding still going on upstairs?
Don't you hear the bass?
I do. So you both were at the shows yesterday, of course, too. What do you think was better background music, this DJ or the band that was playing last night?
I think this is better because it just sort of is like a distant heartbeat. It's kind of quick. It's like somebody just had too many energy drinks, but like in 3 other rooms, right? It's away, so it's better. The other one was more distracting.
Yesterday it was more. I don't know, man. I've done too many shows where shit was going on everywhere, so it was cool. But this one, I don't know if I'm having an anxiety attack or not. Like it feels. Like poo, poo. Is that me?
Also, what kind of fucking question is that? Which show do you think sucked more? Tonight or that?
The show sucked. I think the shows have been fun.
No, I know. That's just the way I hear things sometimes. That's all me.
All right. Well, okay. All right. Let's get serious for a minute. Just kidding. The audience is like, why? Don't do that. All right. Have you ever done stand-up in either North Carolina or Denver, Jen?
I have.
Okay.
I have. I've done North Carolina. I can't remember. Is it Fayetteville?
Fayetteville.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, Vietnam.
Yeah. Actually, it was at a club called Gucci's.
Yep.
Oh, you know the club? Oh shit! Look at this. It actually was a really shitty experience because I got heckled by a drunk dude who was also handicapped. He was in a wheelchair.
Yep.
And he had a veteran's hat, and everybody knew him. And I was like, I can't do shit about this. Like, I just had to eat shit on stage because I was like, I'm in the middle. I grew up in New York City. Like, I was like in ding to me, right? Like, what the fuck am I? And I was like, I had a yep. So that was my experience in North Carolina.
Same old bastard that you talking
Are you fucking
about.
kidding me? Oh my God!
He's
Look
a
at
thing.
this.
He's a like.
Somewhere in the middle, Kevin Bacon is involved.
Fayetteville, for those who don't know, Fayetteville's where a military base is. So there's a shitload of old, angry vets. You know, they're mad for really good reason. And he decides to go to comedy shows, apparently. I thought that was he's a dick.
Yep.
Do you think that guy's still alive?
Yeah, man, he ain't going nowhere.
God damn it.
Yeah, and to answer the other part, I was in the Mile High comedy competition in Denver years ago.
Right on.
So I've been there.
That was probably better than
times.
North Carolina then?
No, it was horrible, but in completely different ways. So,
It makes so much sense.
It's a comedy competition. It's gonna be horrible, like no matter what.
Some guy won who's like a Mormon juggler.
Yeah, close.
Juggles magic bowling pins.
Yeah.
We don't have Mormons in Denver, but we have Scientologists. So I don't know why I felt like that was an equivalent, but it matched in my head.
Let's take a quick poll. Who do you guys prefer, Mormons or Scientologists? Mormons? Scientologists? Oof. A lot of suppressive people in the audience tonight.
That's such a difficult question. Like,
I don't see
which cup of urine would you like to drink? The one from the horse or the one from the rat? Like they're both, but it's still piss. I'm drinking it. Yeah.
Who do you think's crazier, Jen? Scientologists or Mormons? Like, who is more difficult to deal with? I know you've had to deal with both.
Oh God, man. I've had to deal with more Mormons than Scientologists because when I was in LA, I would just like avoid that block. Like it was really easy. Like but Mormons are everywhere here. But I mean, they're still polite people. Are there any? There's no fucking Mormons hanging out in the dirty basement. I'm just sorry. I was just about to ask and then just realized, nope.
You can't. Scientologists are cool until you get to that point. You know what I mean? That point to where they want to share, or you open that door for them to come on in and give the good blessings of a sci-fi writer. You know what I mean?
Xenu and whatnot.
Yeah, but
I've never had somebody try to lure me in and then pounce Scientology on me. In LA, they're just really aggressive. They're like, "Let me take your e-reading." Like they just grab your hand on the street. It's completely a different thing.
there was like 4 of them that did it to like it was like in a weekend where we just saw them at every comedy show and they were trying to get all the comics to do it.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, they were trying to get the comics.
Did they offer you candy and try to get you in their van? Did that happen?
I didn't. For some reason, they didn't ask me.
That sounds, yeah.
Because I was told I would have totally went just to see.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll go to just about anything except a lynching.
Hang on a second. What if it was like somebody you really hated that they were lynching, like Trump, like what, or like somebody? I mean, I'm not promoting lynching, by the way, at all.
But I will give you
He
$1,000.
said go to anything except that, and I'm like, hang on, there's got to be some circumstances.
Nah, because it's like I feel there's a trickle down effect. You know what I mean? Like when people go to sport like football games, boxing matches, UFC in the parking lot, they want to fight now. You know, they want to fight too now. You know, after football, they're throwing ball. They want to play now. They want to, and I don't want that to happen at the tailgate party of the lynching.
Right. You don't want some amateur lynchers trying to go pro.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not what I want.
People being like, I could do that too. Like, no, okay, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, man.
I used to lynch back in high school.
Jesus Christ. Hey, are we talking about Wyoming again? What's happening?
I bet IKEA sells gallows. I'm sorry to take this in weird places,
Let's
but
do it. Fuck it.
I'm high.
Yeah, no, IKEA probably. Yeah, I can see them making gallows.
Because I heard, didn't we hear from somebody yesterday that IKEA sells caskets?
Yes, we did hear
Do
that.
they?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
we heard
God,
that
I want to
yesterday.
watch people cursing trying to put it together.
This is even worse than Grandma dying.
Right? When it
Oh, I
arrives
wanna-
flat, they're like, fuck,
I wanna
where's the
see-
Allen wrench? Like, what the fuck?
I want to see the ones that do it for the relative that they don't like. And they're like, you know what? Fuck it. It's fine.
Like,
you know what
hey,
I mean? Like,
go tell Doug to get his nail gun out of the garage. Fuck this shit. Like, just,
they just leave pieces out. It falls apart where they learned it.
It's like,
And
well,
that's what I want my funeral to be like, you guys.
Or it leans to the side.
Oh, even better. Even better.
what would be the worst company to get a casket from? There's been a lot of casket talk tonight. Who would make the worst casket?
Oh, whoever make popsicle sticks. I feel like I wish I had a name to go out, but I wanted to say popsicle, but I don't know if that's the brand or not. It's like then you know the brand. Yeah, man, I'ma shut up. The ones that put jokes
That's
on
all
the
right.
shit.
Yeah, I'd be
I
frustrated,
went
yeah.
really way weirder. I was like, Kraft is the worst company.
Kraft?
Yeah, like just a whole casket made out of cheese slices. That doesn't sound very effective.
Oh damn, you went outside
A
the box. I
Swiss
ain't even
cheese
think of that.
casket, right?
I ain't
We're out
even
of
thinking going
macaroni.
outside the box.
Right? And then they're like, cremator, ooh, fondue. I'm like, no, don't do that. Okay. I couldn't help it. Oh, you don't know. We have pun competitions here usually. Don't get me started, please.
I think the only company I can really name that makes casket is Hormel with those chili cans that they put human meat in.
Oh, dude, they can peel it back.
Yeah. Pop open a can of Trevor.
That made that exhuming the body amazing.
Oh,
You know
it's so
what I
much
mean?
easier because they put the pull tab.
They're like, hey, you got a sardine key? Great.
Yeah.
Just
But don't get them at Dinty Moore. It opens too easily.
Do we have another comedian coming up, don't we?
We do.
All
None of
right.
these questions are normal. You guys want me to ask them a
I
normal
feel like
question?
while I was performing comedy, you guys went out and got more high. And
Yeah.
then okay, it's not just my like. Don't they seem way more high than the first time they were up here?
That's the Mundek guarantee.
I mean,
Don't go to your supply closet. It's light on dusters.
Oh man.
I like that you brought up like, oh, we got another comedian left, right? Like, yeah. All right, we'll bring them up. Jen was like, all right, wrap this up, Mundek.
Hey, man, in their prime, who would you rather fought, Michael Jackson or Prince?
I would beat the fuck out of
Oh,
Michael Jackson.
Prince
Who would
any
you
day
rather?
of the week.
Who would you rather fight or fuck?
Fight.
Oh,
Fight.
fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
That's
fuck.
what I thought you
was like,
said.
Prince.
Fight.
Yeah.
I said fight.
I mean, there was a point where I did look like a little boy, but I don't anymore. So definitely Prince for the fucking part.
Fuck it, throw Stevie Wonder in there and let's just play fuck, marry, kill.
Uh,
I would rather fight Prince, cause he's tiny.
Nah, man, I fight Michael all day, every day, 5 times a day. Not because he
Jackson
did
5
Not
times a
because he
day?
did anything bad. It's just because I feel like Prince was literally an athletic dude.
Oh,
Like,
I know,
he
I know,
actually
but
did
also the
stuff.
only reason I would rather fight Prince is I know at some point we just start making out and it was turn into fucking anyway. So
All right, fair.
I thought so.
Yeah, I just don't want to get beat up by somebody in high heels, so I'm going to Mike. Like, dude, high heels in a onesie, you can't recover from losing that fight.
And then he does that little split and just a nut punch from down on the ground.
Ooh,
Come back
especially
up,
if
right?
he goes old school Prince. Remember, he had his ass out on our Arsenio Hall show? A onesie with the ass out and high heels. You can't come back from that fight.
No, yeah, you can't even risk that.
No,
It's
man.
like, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine, but you can't. Even in that situation where you're like, I know I can take this guy, it's too embarrassing, you can't do it anyway, just in case.
Michael, I'll fuck him up.
Oh, yeah, no, it'd be hilarious. You could dangle him off a balcony like you did with that baby. You guys remember when Michael Jackson dangled a baby off a balcony and people were like, wow, does that guy mistreat children?
You know, honestly, watching it, because I saw the clip a few times, I think he just forgot it wasn't a prop. Which just shows the disconnect with reality, honestly. He was just like, and this is the baby prop.
We're talking about Blanket, right?
Yeah.
That kid?
Yep.
That kid. Yo, man, have you seen those kids?
No, man.
They are whiter than you guys.
Yeah, they're,
Like, there's no way that those are his kids. There's no way.
He just bought him?
There's no
like
way
Woody
those
Allen?
are his kids.
Did
I'm
Woody
sorry,
Allen not buy
dude.
that kid?
I don't know how Villago works, but I know how a black person having sex with a white person works, and it makes Puerto Ricans. All right, and it should.
not wrong.
It should. It makes a tomorrow person. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're all gonna look like in the end. And dude, he should have came out khaki. You know what I'm saying? Beige, taupe. I don't know. I'm not trying to be offensive, but y'all know mulatto. Gelato. I don't know. I know it sounds like ice cream, but
I feel like you're
whatever.
saying a lot of things I shouldn't.
Yeah, I can though. It feels
I
kind of cool.
thought he was
I
starting a
shouldn't.
candy
I
rap that was
shouldn't,
going to end
but-
with him blinding us with fucking Fun Dip dust. I thought that's what was going to happen. Gelato, boom, I'm gone.
Oh,
like,
God.
Ta-da.
That would have been
Just
gangsta.
happened.
Drop the mic because it's mine, so I'm not worried about it. Just leave.
All right. Jen, who's your favorite football team?
Wow. Man, I don't have enough of a give a shit in my body. So I usually just go with whoever I happen to be with. If they like football, like, who am I rooting for? And then, like, go that team. So I will just give my partner's answer, which is anybody that's playing the Patriots. But also, Bill Belichick turned down the Medal of Freedom or whatever it was, which kind of gave me mixed feelings against somebody who I didn't hate to begin with, but because my partner Tim hates him so much, I just started hating him for no reason. So I had mixed feelings about something I shouldn't have had feelings about in the first fucking place, and that's all fucked up, and now we know why gangs get perpetuated and shit, right? Same mentality.
That's
It
love.
is. It's exactly what it is. Like, I hate him because somebody told me to hate him that I love, so I fucking hate. Yeah. So anyway, but now Brady is on the fucking Bucks, and he was part of the problem in the first place. So now I guess I'm like, whatever Tim says. That's my favorite team.
The Shiites.
Yep.
That's your favorite team.
Yep. Years ago, it used to be the Jets.
It used to be the Jets.
Yeah. The rest of my family's all Giants fans, but I was like, nah, I'm picking the Jets because that's literally the last stop before prison for a lot of football players is the Jets. and I like the problem children. But that's like back when Keyshawn Johnson was playing for him. Like I liked him because he was just an asshole.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Keyshawn Johnson is like if Randy Moss had a personality.
I don't know who that is. I'm just laughing.
I don't think they're into football.
Oh man, where's all my Adam Vinatieri fans at?
They don't know that was a football player. I think I'm the only other person who knew there was a football player.
I like him because he was a kicker and he scores more points than all the other players.
They all do. That's their job.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Sorry.
Well, we should probably bring up our next comedian here pretty soon.
Yeah, I want to see more comedy.
Yeah, you want to see another comedian?
It's just as much fun being out there when the show is good. So.
Yeah. All right. Last question for you guys. Where do you guys want to get high during our next comedian set?
Wherever the weed is.
Presumptuous. We're going to the supply closet. We're gonna dust it
God.
out. We're gonna clean our keyboards, baby.
I'm
Wah,
gonna
wah,
watch
wah.
the next comedian because he's very funny.
He is very funny.
Yeah,
We're
he
just
is.
kidding. We're gonna actually just do drugs in the back of the room.
But we're smart enough to only do them once he's done the punchline while you're laughing. That way you don't hear. So I mean, it just covers it right up.
It's gonna be perfect. You won't notice us talking to the shadow people at all. They're good conversationalists. They have a lot of the same opinions.
I just had a moment where I just realized I was so high for a second I didn't know if y'all were joking or not.
Yes. Yes.
He's like, y'all got shadow people in Idaho?
No, it was like, nah, fuck it, we're just gonna do it in the back of the room.
Oh, you thought we were serious, but
And
you
then
can't.
he was like, nah, we're gonna. I was like,
Well, I'm pretty sure if we did, the club owner's not gonna kick you out.
I know. That's why I was. That's
me.
why my mouth was agape.
All right.
Oh,
If
it's
anyone
so
wants
great
to
knowing I can do whatever I
participate,
want here and nobody fires
Please
me.
ask your usher for some fresh tin foil. No one wants to hurt their teeth. All right, we're gonna bring up our next comedian for real this time. Jen Adams and Anthony Crawford. Hi, everybody. Yeah. All right. Our next comedian is the host of the internationally renowned podcast Full Metal Brewer Radio. Yeah. I've had the pleasure of being on twice. He doesn't know that because I broke into his shed and recorded it without his knowledge. But I guess he knows now. Please welcome my good friend Cody Connolly.
What's going on, guys? I'm the man with the shortest cable tonight. Nothing else strange about me. Yeah, that's how long it is. All right, cool. We're doing this sideways. Guys, we just finished out the holiday season. Hope everybody had a good holiday season. I know I did. I had a situation where an old employer got a hold of me for a holiday party. He said, Cody, I need you to show up. And I said, man, I would love to. I know I don't work there anymore, but I do feel like I'm still part of the team. I want to show up. What should I bring, right? I want to be a gracious guest. Figure out what can I bring to liven up your party that you're putting in so much goddamn effort for and allowing me to come and have a good time. What can I bring? And he says one thing. He says, bring your party pants. And I'm like, all right, dude. Like, that's a fucking challenge. Right? Like, you're going to challenge me, right? Bring your party pants. So I'm like, all right. So I go to the store and I buy a pair of Depends. And I put them shits on underneath my jeans. And I get a white t-shirt and I write my address on my shirt. Much like this. Well, as I'm writing my address on my shirt, because I want to just get as fucked up as possible so they can just throw me in a cab. And I'm like, I go here, just like shit myself. It's all good, Challenge accepted is what I'm saying. So I'm writing my address on my shirt, but it's fucking hockey season. So I'm watching hockey, kind of distracted, and I end up writing my mom's address on my shirt. And that was a mistake. Show up to the party, never look down at my own shirt, have a good time, shit myself, get thrown into the cab, on my way home. Well, I get home and realize my mother had just moved a couple of weeks ago, and I'm at a stranger's house at 3 a.m, banging on the windows and shit. Like, Mom, let me in. It's cold. My diaper's full. When did you get a dog? You know, cops were involved. No longer, no longer allowed there. The other day, though, what was nice is I woke up to like drunken notes, and I love when you write jokes when you're drunk, and then you gotta like figure them out, and it's like your own little game of mystery the next day. And I wrote this whole thing about, all it said was, they said a man couldn't freeze mashed potatoes. I was like, the fuck does that mean, right? And I'm like, because I eat a lot of banquet frozen dinners, and I know that they're frozen. So like, I'm calling myself out on some bullshit here. And it's like, I'm thinking it was like, they said a man couldn't freeze mashed potatoes. You're living in a fantasy world, Connolly. I was like, fuck you, banquet frozen dinners. I figured it out. Recently went on a trip out to Portland, Oregon. Don't know if you guys have been there, but they legalized or decriminalized quite a few narcotics. I ended up going there with a buddy. He's doing dabs of like DMT in his backyard, trying to get me to fuck. He's like, no man, it's crazy. It's all geometry, and like you just watch that cat for like 15 seconds. It'll turn into a tree, and then the tree will fly away. Yeah, I don't know if I need that right now, dude. Like, I don't even know you very well. And he's like, all right, you don't want to do any DMT. He was very aggressive, you know, but like eventually he's like, all right, you don't want to do DMT? That's fine. How about LSD? Again, dude, I don't want to do any drug with an acronym right now, man. Like, I'm barely okay on this CBD soda. So he's like, all right, how about we just do a bunch of blow and eat spaghetti? Like, cool. So that's what happened. I do enjoy, though, going to parties when you run into people you haven't seen in a long time and you see an opportunity to fuck with somebody. So I went to a party, ran into a kid that apparently I knew from high school, and he's, you know, going through the whole, hey, I knew this guy back in the day, blah, 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 kind of rigmarole. And he says, what do you do these days? And I told him that I was an amateur dermatologist. And he's like, really? Like, he like totally like wanted to know more, you know, like hook, line, and sinker. I was like, oh, rolling with it. Just like, sure. Like, I'm just sitting there, you know, like mixing shit up in these tubs, figuring out like, what's the sun doing that's so bad that I can combat with things at my ready disposal? And I'm just like spraying them on my girlfriend and her kids, you know, like taking notes. And he's like, wow, that is fascinating. He's like, I work at a Jiffy Lube. My kid's got dermographism. Maybe I could bring them by and you could check them out. Like, this is not, nobody needs to, no, this is not Dr. Cody. So instead of telling him, like, hey man, that's horse shit, actually, I brew beer for a living, I just like doubled down into more horse shit and told him, I was like, well, I used to do dermatology. Now, I left that business and got into pediatric dentistry. But it turns out nobody wanted to bring their kids to get their teeth cleaned by a guy in a storage unit. So, yeah, that did happen. I love that shit, though. Fucking with people, it's the best, man. You know, you guys are talking a little bit about the president and all that horse shit. And I was thinking to myself, every president leaves a note, and it's usually like a nice, long, eloquent letter to the next president. And it's kind of this tradition. Obviously, we haven't seen very much in the ways of tradition being kept. And so I just kind of want to know, like, what that letter from Trump to Biden said, you know? Like, it probably said some shit like, it's probably like, see you at the sex party next Thursday. Don't bring your wife, we've all had her. Like, bring that granddaughter you keep smelling. You know, like, so I don't know. Here's some stupid shit I thought of. So you guys know the film It's a Mad, 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 Mad World? It's an old, like, treasure-seeking caper movie. It's got Mickey Rooney, other people. I don't remember their names. Cloris Leachman, perhaps. Well, I was thinking about how funny that title is because It's a Mad, 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 Mad World sounds really like it's a exercise in compromise. Because you know the original title was like, hey, man, what are we going to call it? Well, let's call it It's a Mad World. And the other guy's like, no. That's no good. It's no good. How about this? It's a mad, 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 mad. And they're like, stop. How about just 4 times? He's like, all right. I recently ended up kicking a guy out of my house because he didn't pay me rent. I know it's a shitty thing to do, but he needed a place to live. And I had a room, and he wasn't on the lease. It was one of those, hey, let's not involve the landlord, just crash for a while. And at first it was great, man. Like, worked out. I'd come home, and, he'd TiVo'd Sanford & Son for me. Or, like, he'd light incense, and he'd do the dishes, and shit was cool. And eventually he stopped paying me rent. And so I did what any true American would do, and I called the cops. And I was just like, help, this guy broke into my house with a bunch of his stuff, and he wrote his name on half my food, and I'm really scared. So that dude doesn't live there anymore. But it sucks, because now I've got to TiVo Sanford & Son. I've got to light my own fucking incense, and I got to do my own goddamn dishes. What horse shit is that? I don't have a dishwasher. It's all by hand. But I figured out something. I live right across the street from an Idaho youth ranch. So once a week, I just bag up all my dirty dishes and go and donate them because they have to gladly accept them as long as you don't call them trash. And then I buy them back clean a week later at a reasonable cost. It's been working out. It's really nice being the only non-meth head / animal hoarder in my apartment complex. Because I'm the least of anybody's worries. Like, I get the cops called, and it's something like, yeah, we got a complaint about a noise ordinance coming from here. Holy shit, is that a baby cooking meth? 137 in Bush, we got him at gunpoint, coverage code 3, over. And like, I'm just like, fuck yeah, dude, turn the Slayer back up, man. I am the least of these people's fucking worries living here. I gotta tell you, though, I was recently casing this house to break in and steal some shit. Yeah, you know what's up. And I realized everyone's got so much information about themselves and their families just readily available right on their minivan. Like, they got all them stick figures and shit, Like, and I'm just, like, sitting there smoking cigarettes, like, watching this motherfucker. And I'm like, all right, he's got, like, 3 kids. There's a dog. He listens to Dave Matthews Band, and he's a Florida Marlins fan, so he's going to be a pushover. Probably don't own a gun. Sweet, let's follow him home. Anyways, that's my time, guys. My name is Cody Connolly.
Give it up for Cody Connolly, everybody. Hi, yeah. Welcome back, Jen and Anthony. All right.
It feels weird coming back up. I mean, it's different. I like it, but it's a little weird. That mask is freaking me out, dude.
All right.
I like it.
You don't have to take it off. Don't take it off. Don't take it off. Oh, God.
There we go.
I've never seen his real face before. I'm really hurt.
I was the guy casing your house.
My house is uncaseable. All right. I've always wanted to ask you this, Cody. I've always wanted to ask you this.
What's up?
Who do you think would win in a fight, Slipknot or Stone Sour?
Probably their management teams, dude.
Okay. You
Slipknot.
That's metal stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
you're a metalhead.
Slipknot.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
it's
was
like
it's
Blink
gotta be that
182
or
is
some
punk
shit
metal.
from the
It's
Boy
like-
Scouts.
But they
'cause,
got-
right, like I have no
Yeah.
idea.
yeah.
I'm about to fuck some people's minds up. I actually know this shit. The reason why I ain't put them together because they had the same lead singer, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's the same
Yeah.
dude. And yeah, y'all expect me to know that. But I go Slipknot all day. Way more people.
Well, that's like a 9-person
solid
versus
argument,
5-person fight with a one fucking
They,
crossover.
wait,
Yeah,
how,
it's
how many
like the
how
Wu-
many people do they have? I was gonna say, are they like what about Slipknot against Wu-Tang? Because they've got like 16 people in their fucking.
No,
club.
no.
I guess less because ODB's
actually,
gone.
that would
but-
be the perfect fight. They both have 9. Wu-Tang all day. There's no, I mean, dude, I think Slipknot can beat up a bunch of people. However, I don't think all of them can fight. However, with Wu-Tang, I'm pretty sure at least 7 of them can. You know what I mean? Pretty sure. Because I honestly don't think Method Man can fight. I don't think Method Man can fight. I don't think Method Man can
Which
fight.
is okay because he can rap.
He can rap. He's
and
I thought he was the
and
coolest dude on the
RZA
planet.
does not need to fight. He will just bore somebody
he
to
will.
tears with
He will get
astrophysics
real
because that
intellectual.
motherfucker is brilliant.
He will
But
get
yeah,
real intellectual.
yeah.
You think Ghostface Killer would just like stab a dude in the larynx with a fucking serving fork?
Yeah. I think you would.
Oh man,
Cool.
Old Dirty Bastard's still alive. He's a wild card. You don't know what's happening, and he's probably the best fighter in all of them.
Probably.
Dude, it's
Probably.
like
All right.
sober ODB, or you know what he was on ODB. I'll go with the unsober ODB over pretty much everybody but Tyson.
Okay.
I just
All right.
realized that last month on Strangeville Spotlight there was a huge Wu-Tang conversation, and
That's
this
true.
seems to be a theme.
That's 'cause
it
Wu-Tang
just
is
all
forever.
comes back around to Wu-Tang.
I mean, you actually brought that up. You started this one.
Well, no, it's because of the
'cause we was
9 guys
talking
in Slipknot. It made me think of it. All right.
The important thing is no one tried to bring. The important thing is no one tried to bring a ska band into this.
I still honestly don't know what the fuck that is. I don't
ska
know
music-
What ska is.
It's like
Ska
sped up reggae with horns.
Ska music is like jazz for people who had easy lives.
So it was so was it like
Thank you.
what was that band? It was a dude Brian something band or something. There's a lot of horns and
Oh,
they're
you're
dancing.
talking. That's
Brian
Brian Setzer.
Setzer
That guy,
Orchestra?
no, it's not the same thing.
Suits and
No,
shit.
that's like rockabilly.
Big band.
Big band music. No, ska has a reggae beat because it's like on the uptick, like on the 2 and 4 with the guitar, and the beat's real different. But
So imagine
it's-
Sublime
You know what I
branded
think
into
happened?
heroin.
I think a lot of like Jamaican people moved to England, and then white guys were like, "Hey, we can rock with this," and then they were like, "Bring your horn," and then they just did a thing. And that's what I think happened. That's how ska happened. There you
And
go.
we have to stop it. Okay.
Is that what that? Why do you be so rude? Don't you know
That has a
you
ska
been
beat to it. It actually
rude?
does.
Is that-
Yeah.
I'm
That
trying to
kinda does,
picture
yeah.
it because I have no idea what the. I listen to a lot of shit, but I don't know what shit's labeled.
Look,
Okay.
I love ska, but when I'm like, "Oh, let's talk about ska," and someone's like, "No doubt," I'm like, "I can't talk to you anymore. You don't actually know what fucking ska is." No. I'm a skanob, I think.
Like what is Rammstein considered?
Not ska.
German death metal? Well, that's
We're
a
getting
Cody
farther
question.
away.
Dude, I was trying to get him in here. You
It'd
know what I
be
mean? I'm lobbing it up.
I
I'm
feel like- I
lobbing
feel
shit
like
up
I'm
for you
blocking-
guys.
The only thing you
Right.
just said farther away would have been like, is Werner Herzog a ska band?
No, those dudes are like industrial rock. But they like come out like fucking in like spaceman suits, like the dudes at the end of E.T., but they're all like on fire and shit. It's pretty cool.
What?
What? For those of you at
Dude,
home,
this just became like an M. Night Shyamalan, like, and also like, what?
for those of you at home, someone in the crowd just shouted out, and they're also porn stars.
What?
Where's the rack for the tables?
Oh, It's under the sorry.
I love that you answered
This is
on
an
the mic.
administrative question for the boss. We hid it under the thump table in the front room.
It's under the thump table. Of course.
It's labeled.
It's next to the rave mirror.
Yeah.
You guys don't have rave mirror? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Can a honky make a goddamn
with
drug
it.
reference around here? Okay.
When she said under the thump table, I was like, what do y'all do, swinger conventions in this motherfucker? The thump table.
It's a DJ booth that belongs to the EDM
I mean, they'll rent the
thump.
place out for
Oh,
whatever.
that made it so much
Right, I
less-
know. Thank
that
you.
made it
No,
so much
I had to
funnier.
abbreviate it. I didn't want to waste a lot of words on
Yeah.
shit that doesn't matter. So
Wait, wait, hold on. Thump's an acronym?
no, but instead of saying, "Oh, it's under the DJ booth from Thump," it was like
gotcha.
the Thump. You know what I
Yeah.
was talking about.
All right.
I didn't realize we were going to spend 2 more minutes with me explaining what the fuck that was.
Can you just tell us about the contents of like under the sink here at the bar? Just fucking around.
Okay, there's some interesting shit under the sink, actually.
Is it okay? Cody. What's up, dude? When'd you get here?
Where is here?
Where is here? How? All right. So tell us about your podcast a little bit. It's called Full Metal Brewer Radio.
Yeah, it's a shit. It's a radio style show. Play music from independent metal bands from around the world, and review craft beers because I like to get drunk with friends and make memories. Why not?
Fucking A. That's not bad. All right. So what's the worst band? What's the worst beer you've had to do?
Oh shit!
And I
dude,
only
all
asked
right.
you that because I know that you're a very nice person and you don't like designating things negatively like that.
Yeah, sell them out, bro.
Worst band,
you
worst
He's like
beer.
Emperor Palpatine. He's like, feel the hate.
All right.
I
all right.
recently
Right.
found out that's a Star Wars character.
Embrace it.
So we
Oh,
had.
really? Wow.
I was like, shit, is that some Sumerian emperor I should be embarrassed for not knowing about? One day I just Googled it. I'm like, fuck Star Wars. I hate that shit. All right.
All
Answer the
right,
question,
so
please.
we had a Canadian grindcore band called Zuckus, and they were like Star Wars themed, right? And they're it's as awesome as you think. Every song's like a minute and a half. The first album's called Rancor Rib Job.
Say that one more time.
Rancor Rim Job.
Is he saying rape core rim job?
No,
is-
Rancor. Underneath in
Dude, I thought
Return
you
of the
said
Jedi.
rape.
I've
Too.
never
I thought
seen
you
Star
said-
Wars. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I thought he said rape.
Is
A
that-
rain
I
core.
know.
I really did.
I
Thought
thought he
I
said
really thought he said rape.
rape core rim
And I was
No.
like, rape
We're
core
Star Wars
rim
themed.
job? And they're from
Lot of
Canada?
Leia and Luke
What the fuck is going? No wonder they didn't make it.
All right, so clearly
Sorry,
all of us have a
continue.
hearing problem.
That blew my mind. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna die right in front of you. Continue.
That's pretty much it, bro, man. They had songs like C3P holes.
Yay.
Yeah,
See, 3 pee holes. What was it about a kangaroo? Kangaroos have 3 vaginas. Prove
And
me
it's
wrong.
fucking.
I'll give you $100
He
to
doesn't know
prove me
shit
wrong.
about Star Wars.
It's a
which makes this
cloaca.
even
It's a
funnier.
fucking cloaca.
I love it.
Did they have any Jar Jar Binks songs?
Yeah, it's a ska song, actually.
I don't know what's funnier, the fact that he genuinely has no knowledge of anything Star Wars. Or the fact that there's a fucking Canadian grindcore band.
Dude, and they all dress up like it's not even. They don't even dress up
Star
like fucking
Wars
Star
related.
Wars. They don't even dress up like Star Wars. They all dress up like the 1974 Philadelphia Flyers. No, hey, that's the only team to ever go
one's-
undefeated in hockey history.
Which one's Bobby Clark?
All of them.
God damn it. With
It was.
E.
I like how they.
I love
The-
the idea that they're all the same guy. I'd be like, welcome to the Chewbacca's. Like, it fucking, they're all the same.
He's just got like 7 microphones on a gauntlet. Like, There you go. Worst beer though, shit, dude. So we had what was that? So there was a beer that was made with añejo tequila, like añejo tequila barrel aged, right?
Gross.
But it was a fucking lactose, chili pepper, strawberry beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
hold
So
on.
like,
Was it called
Give me a-
yeast
That one more
infection?
time.
Why was lactose?
This is like earlier when he
Why
was
was
like, it has
lactose in
codeine,
it?
it has heroin, it's got.
Okay, yeah. This is a beer question, probably. What does the
What's
lactose do? 'Cause
lactose
I've
is
heard of
like
that
milk
before.
sugars, right? So
Right.
like
Milk
there's a lot of
sugars?
there's a lot of great beers
I
made
mean,
with
like,
lactose.
I know what it
White
is,
people,
but
what
like,
have
what's
you
the
done?
application in beer? Because I've heard of a couple other beers that have it in there, and you're a beer guy.
Right, yeah. So, it'll give you extra fermentable sugars, but it also will give you a creamy body to it. So it'll kind of
Like
mimic.
your cream ales probably have that in it.
Cream ales are usually corn in 2-row, but they're not actually. Yeah, it's not lactose. It's not actual cream. This is actual cream.
It
quote,
sounds horrific.
It's not actual cream,
Twas.
so cool.
It was
Whip.
not made correctly.
So
All right. Anyway, whatever you described sounded gross.
What was wrong with it? Like, how is it not made correctly?
That shit don't go together.
So yeah, listen one more time. 'cause-
Creamy, spicy, right? Because the creamy from the lactose. And
There's
then you
just
said
too much
jalapeno-
shit,
you said
man. You throw
jalapeno,
that
right?
shit in a tequila barrel of fucking strawberries. There's just too much going
I was
on.
still stuck on the tequila. With all that in a tequila barrel? What the fuck is wrong with them? They literally put everything together.
You know what it is? Those people are the kids that used to be in the lunchroom like, ooh, mix the mustard with the ketchup. Ooh, put the salt pack in it, and then just fucking like make a thing. They just grew up and just never stopped doing that. But they have a beer company, and they're like, ooh, fucking try that. Like, yeah, no, stop it. It was gross then. It's gross
the
now.
kid from the Kicks commercials that they may eat
Oh,
every
yeah.
It's Mikey. He likes it.
Mikey got a brewery. I'm gonna grind up some Fruit Loops and throw that. Gross.
Strawberry, pepper, lactose.
In a
and
tequila
tequila
barrel.
In a tequila barrel.
Yep.
It just got the essence of that bitch.
Okay, here we go. Before I start throwing up out of my eyeballs.
No, for real, it's like, is there a way we could give food syphilis? Like, it's terrible.
So like,
This is why breweries need to be regulated by the FDA. That's all I'm saying.
They're not? Or
No, not at
Oh,
all.
yeah, well, yeah, because they would have put a stop to that ingredient fucking mixture immediately. I mean, no, that's
Let's-
not approved by the
I-
FDA.
I hate how serious I took the last thing you said. It was like, give me hit food. I was giving food syphilis, and I was like, ain't that E. coli? I was like, ain't that what that is? But that's where my mind took that shit. I'm sorry.
all right, I got a legit journalism question. Okay. All right, I went to several cars parked out in front of a journalism school and broke into their jockey boxes. So I think I know a thing or two. All right, here's my serious journalism question. If you could only change one ingredient from that beer, lactose, strawberry, peppers, or tequila barrels, which one would you change in order to try and fix it as much as you could?
Tequila barrels all day.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
explain yourself.
Well, sure. I mean, you throw fucking milk sugars at a beer. That's not too fucking weird. There's a lot of different pepper aged beers. You use them in like a subtle application. Like maybe you're throwing them into a bright tank when it conditions, and you're just gonna get like a hint in the back end of maybe some spice character, right? And then like strawberries, that's just good. Who the fuck don't like strawberries with fucking lactose, right? Like that's just strawberry milk. So you just got like a little bit of heat to like maybe like a strawberry milk stout.
A spicy
Pretty fucking
strawberry
good.
milk stout.
Yeah.
Does
They
that
can
what
be
do you
done
guys
well.
think? Does that sound better than the original one? All right.
I'm just not a fan of milk stouts. So all of this is, and I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm lactose sensitive. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Lactose, and you talking about putting lactose in something? I'd be peeing out my butt. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to-
So you'd replace the lactose. Yeah.
I can't. I don't want creamy shit. I don't want creamy spicy.
It's pretty fair.
Like, I don't give a fuck what flavor it is. I don't want creamy spicy. That's just it.
Unless it's a jalapeno popper. Don't get all generalized and shit. There's exceptions to the creamy spicy rule.
All right, I stand. All right. I forgot about cheese. For some reason.
Cheese
for some
changes
reason,
every
cheese did-
situation.
Yeah.
What would you replace it with? The lactose.
Oh, dude. God, it's got to be a beer.
Yeah.
No, just
Yeah,
the
it's gotta be a
ingredient.
beer.
in the
I
beer.
know, but it's gonna be a beer, and I
Gotcha.
don't know what to do with this tequila barrel strawberry. And what?
Tequila barrel, strawberry, and peppers. What kind of peppers?
Oh, and the peppers. Peppers and I don't know what to do to this damn thing. I don't
It's
know.
the first time I've seen you
Ginger
stumped,
ale?
and it's
I
always
don't
such
know.
a weird thing.
Fucking ginger ale? I don't know. It's
Ginger
something
ale.
I don't know. Fucking everything sounds gross to me. So it's just like, fuck it. Let's take it to the next level. You know, let's make it a cement. Y'all heard of drink cement mixers?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's make it one of them. Like, all right, drink it if you. This one of my dare you drinks. Unless you know people that actually drink cement mixers, because that sounds like a nightmare.
Well, we do have them
Yeah,
on
but
sale
that
tonight.
that's the kind of friend you want to keep around in case there's a fight, because somebody that drinks those voluntarily is gonna do some fucked up shit to another person.
Hell
All right, cement mixers or Malort. You guys
Malort's
know
not-
Malort out of
Malort's
Chicago?
not bad.
No, what's that?
Oh, Malort's the kind of shit you drink with, like, you're the kind of person that, like, you know you're never getting a security deposit back.
Yeah.
It's just like on a dare shit, you know what I mean?
It sounds
like
like,
a liquor.
an involuntary noise. You're like, Malort.
Malort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You literally say it when you throw it up. I gotta go Malort over cement mixers because that's a long time decision.
The best
But-
way, yeah, the best way I could describe
Malort
the
is
taste of Malort is it tastes like it should be wearing deodorant. It's not good. Yeah, like a burning tire that's in 6th grade and doesn't know it needs to swipe up yet.
That's just blowing somebody at Burning Man on the 3rd day. Really, that's all of those flavors. I don't
We've
know
all
that
been
for
there.
sure.
Second.
I was in a Reddit rabbit hole one night,
They
and
have
I
a-
learned that. So
They have illicit sexual acts at Burning Man? Man, we're all learning something today.
I figured that's all that was happening at all of those big music festivals. I figured there was somewhere some people in the tent fucking.
I thought it was about burning construction workers' pet projects.
Dude, they got like I got a DVD that documented one of the years of Burning Man, and I think the craziest shit that I saw on that DVD is that they all these people get these old like U.S. postal mail Jeeps and shit, and everyone dresses up like postal folk and grab SKSs and AKs, and you can fucking drive around and do this like shooting course and like go postal and shit on some fucking acid. It sounds pretty goddamn cool, and I think I want to get a time machine to go back there, shoot some fucking teddy bears. And
It sounds pretty cool for a training exercise.
I don't want to say this out loud, but I feel like I have to. That
you gonna
sounds
say it
like
in the
some
mic?
serious white people shit.
I didn't want to say
Okay,
it.
right? I know. I was like, I wonder if Anthony's thinking this too. Like, I'm not from around here, and where I am from is like an inner city. Like when people are like, "Let's play with guns," you're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, you know, it's just total. It's
Nerf
weird.
or nothing.
Like the first time I ever heard that fucking radio commercial, like, "Come out to Mountain Home, buy a truck, we'll give you a free gun." I was like, "What? Huh?"
What? Wait a minute. What? You buy a truck and
Yeah,
they give you
yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
gun?
There's every year, right? Isn't
Well,
it like
to
an
be
annual?
fair, two
It's
of the
the
4 of
19th
us
annual.
could do that.
that's how I got my 308. Bobby, so I'm not kidding. Out of the auto ranch, dude.
Dude, we are so different.
Wow.
Yeah, Mountain Home.
That
Ranch.
just fucked my
My truck,
head
get a gun.
up.
It fucked mine up too. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Yeah, no, it's totally cultural. It's so crazy.
And they just write that shit off like a tax write-off too. They're just giving away guns. They're like, all right, ride that shit off, ride that shit off, ride that
It's
shit
a
off.
charity.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the Mountain Home Auto Ranch. Mountain Home Auto Ranch. Buy a truck, get a gun, settle some scores.
And also by the NRA. No, anyway, yeah.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the NRA, because this is the only thing they can afford to put advertising on anymore. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Fuck the NRA. I hope Wayne Lapierre is fucking... Oh, man. I hope he's falling out of something right now. I hope he's falling out of a chair. Like, I look dumb. It's embarrassing for elderly people. You ever fall when you're elderly, Cody?
Have I fallen when I was elderly?
Yeah.
Totally. Dude, I fell one time when I was elderly. Fucked me up, man. Yeah.
Do you think we could make elderly the new term for just being that fucked up and make that popular? Because I feel like that felt really right when he was like, because like if you fuck yourself up so bad that that's how you're walking, like, dude, I got elderly on Wednesday. Like it was, woo! Like I think that would be, we should try to all get together and make that the new term.
Dude, let's do that. I love that. Like, oh, speaking of getting elderly, help! Help! We need drinks! Help!
Shots
Oh,
of
God.
gin.
I actually-
Shots
Oh,
of
I
gin.
need an adult.
Help me! I'm starting to think and feel.
Somebody tell Amber to say something.
Oh, she brought one. Everybody has to fight for it.
I think everybody.
Quick, get Prince. Like,
I think
Booze
you
me.
guys,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
need one.
no. What? Sure. Only because I can't think of another thing. I'll take it.
Please and thank you.
Thank you. Hey, make sure you tip them well, right? You guys
Please
gonna
do,
tip them
yeah.
well?
Oh.
Make sure you do, because if you do, because like at 2:30, I'm gonna rob them at knife point. And I can use the extra cash, so
yeah,
please tip them well.
treat the staff here well. They don't work here because it's a good living. They care about this place and they want to see it survive, so they're willing to suck it up. And they keep coming in and doing way more than I can afford to pay them. And it's really cool, like what we have here. Like there's a tight knit group. Everybody's an artist. On the staff, and they're all talented in their own rights, and they're here because they love the space and they want to keep it going. All right, cool. Sorry, I just snuck a Patreon commercial into that shit. Beg it on the internet again. Patreon.com/loungeboysy.
Let me take care of the advertisement.
All
I
right,
think
sorry.
I got this real quick.
Okay,
Here we
thank
go.
you.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the Lounge at the End of the Universe. Join us at patreon.com/lounge. The Jews hid dinosaur bones there to trick you.
Damn.
Prove me wrong. Kangaroos have 3 vaginas. Jews hide dinosaurs.
Can I throw a stupid question out?
No, go ahead, man. This is free
If-
for all shit.
If you had the chance to fight any famous person you could, who would it be?
Bernie Madoff.
You would beat the fuck out of Bernie Madoff.
I mean, he's already getting it in prison. You know what I mean? Like, he's getting them rich, wealthy.
He'd
Don't
be
give
crying.
a fuck, dude. I'm keeping it covered.
He'd be crying, hoping you're a Mets fan. Like, I'll get you Duncan's autograph. Oh, yeah. That'd be hilarious. I'm picturing it right now. Do you guys know who that is?
He's the guy that fucked us all in 2007 through Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You
guy.
remember why your parents got divorced? Because they lost all their money? That was Bernie Madoff's fault. Thank you. Yeah, he's a real asshole.
That's true.
Who would you pick, Jed?
Dude, my list is long. Like that's difficult. Like I'm narrowing it down to like I just have to pick one.
Yeah,
Like
it's not like you're gonna get this chance again unless you make it.
No, that is true. That is true. Fuck, man. If I can only kill one of Criss Cross, that doesn't really do what needs to be done. So, so that's not gonna work.
I don't know. Milli Vanilli stopped doing music after that one guy blew his brains out, right?
Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
Jesus. I don't know, man. It's hard to pick.
How about saying one of Chris Cross actually died of cancer?
Oh shit, man.
Yes.
It
So you
worked.
can still pick-
Yes. No, sorry. I one to go. No, I'm kidding.
They put his tombstone backwards. I'm sorry, that was stupid.
No, but it was wonderfully stupid. So I can appreciate it for sure. I don't know.
They were like my age,
that was
so I
good.
totally wore my shit backwards. That hit home for me.
I was also a drunk child. Sometimes I wore my shit back.
Shit was popular as fuck that summer.
Who do you pick, Anthony?
Flavor
Or
Flav.
did you finish answering?
No, it's all right.
You didn't finish answering.
No, I
I'm
know, but this
sorry.
is like when you're ordering, and like I don't know what I want yet, so you guys go ahead first and then
Okay.
circle back around. Maybe I'll have an answer for you, or maybe I'll just be like, what he said. I don't know. Go ahead.
Then
Flavor
continue.
Flav. Fuck Flavor Flav up.
You be-
I would fuck him up.
like, you know what time it is, something like that. Like,
Dude,
It's like, dude, man, you were cool. Everything was, you could have, man, you was supposed to, like, that's every move Flavor Flav makes. It's like, God damn it, okay, word, all right. So you think you the Bachelor now, motherfucker? Remember he had that
the
show?
flavor of
Like,
love.
mother, you really? And then he was like, all right, I'm gonna do these 2 shows like The Bachelor. I don't want none of these bitches though. I want Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife. Remember that shit when he was with Bridget Nielsen?
I fully support you fucking him up
Yeah, man.
because all that shit was very disappointing to me because I'm a very big Public Enemy fan.
Yeah,
And
you know what I mean?
and back
He's
in
a
the day,
crackhead,
right?
too.
I know, but back in the day, Chuck D was smart not to let him talk too much. So you thought that he was still down with all of the agenda and the way, trying to wake people up and talk about political and social issues and shit. And he'd be like, "Yeah, boy," and you're like, "Yeah, he knows what's up too." And they just let him talk too much recently, and now you're like, he has no fucking idea what's going on. He's just a jackass. Like it was really disappointing.
And it's like the clock's not enough. You added a Viking helmet to this shit. I was like, yeah, man, I can't stand that.
as if Vikings understood time.
I don't know. Anytime I see that helmet, I'm always like, "Oh, Brunhilde, you're so lovely." Like, fucking, yes, I know it. I can't help it. Like,
Every time I see him in it, I want to see what actual Vikings would have did if they saw him with it on.
Dude, real talk though about Flavor, man. That guy was a hell of a drummer. He was a hell of a musician just in general. He was like
He
the
was.
musical backbone. Him and fucking Terminator X, dude.
Yeah.
Like, those guys were the musical fucking backbone of that band. Were hella talented. Terminator X, I think, had the best solo career out of anybody out of Public Enemy.
Fact.
With that fucking record, what was it called? In the Valley of the Jeeps, I think, like in '92. That album was the shit.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing funny about it. I just
Cody's
wanted to say
swinging
it.
his hip hop dick in just right over there.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. That's awesome. I could talk about hip hop all fucking day.
I'm not going to do it because y'all expect it.
I'm not gonna do it either. I am gonna pick a celebrity to fucking beat the living shit out of though.
Yeah, whittle your list down. I saw you procrastinating before you said yours, too.
Yeah.
I see you, game. I know that host bullshit, but it's cool. I asked the question, but I had an answer for you. That's cool. I get it.
It's tough because there are so many people Oprah has made famous that don't deserve to be. Yeah. But if I had to pick the one I hate the most, because I know that it's Dr. Oz, I would throw him off of a parking garage.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Do you guys like Dr. Oz?
Dude, I don't know what's up with this dude. What happened? Like I've only seen clips on TV.
He does the Joel Osteen thing, but minus religion, where he. Thank you. Okay. Where he's like, hey, don't go to the doctor. What are you, a fucking idiot? Come on. Buy this supplement. It's got a root from the Amazon.
So he's Adam Jones with a fucking
he used to be
PhD.
like
I'll
that, which
show-
makes
yeah.
it worse. Like he actually used to be pretty decent, like give some, and then he just He turned.
None of these guys are doctors, though, right?
He's
No,
got
Like,
some
that's
kind
the
He's
of-
an
whole-
actual doctor. He's an actual doctor.
So
He's got some.
Yeah.
kind
So
of
it's
doctor,
Dr.
yeah.
Field is the only one that's not a doctor.
I would
or
also
mostly-
throw him off a parking garage.
Hey,
But I
no,
know
Dr.
that the
Phil is
Catch Me
actually a
Outside
doctor
girl would
too,
get
but
it
I'm pretty
first.
sure he got his degree in psychology at the Phoenix, Arizona fucking university, like online. They're like, do you have a pulse? Great. And $5,000. Great, here's your diploma. Fucking, there you go.
The sad thing is, I would
That's how
have,
Tom Luna did it, dude. That guy's fucking.
I would have chose Dr. Phil, but I'm afraid I'd lose that fight. And I'm trying to choose fights I'd
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looked like he'd get drunk, and he's like, I finally get to hit a black one, and he goes, and he's gonna fucking go nuts. He's gonna go nuts.
He's having some Jerry Springer fantasy.
All right, I was able to select somebody off of my list
Yeah?
that I feel like I can announce. Yeah, Kellyanne Conway. I would love to just definitely like I
I
know
paid
it wouldn't
money
take
to watch
much.
that.
Like I feel like I would just kind of have. Although maybe she's scrappy. She might be scrappy, but
No.
no, I just feel like I would want to do like the cat. What the cat does is fucking play with her. Just please just stop. Fucking nope.
Do that thing
I
where
would
like
like
you.
to torture her a little bit before I fuck her up real bad.
Yeah.
That'd be
Great.
dope.
This is on film, by the way. I'm just kidding. This is all fictional.
I'm
parody.
not.
It's parody.
We're coming for you,
Oh,
Kelly.
God. No, shut up.
Claudia Venmo'd me $300 so that we could get out there.
She's made of Goya beans, right? That's like all that she's made of.
Yeah. Goya beans are alternative facts. Is that a pretty good impression of her?
Oh, God.
The only way I could do a better impression of her is if I posted a picture of my own naked daughter on Twitter. But
You
I
know what's
can't
weird
'cause
about
I
the
don't
human
have a
brain?
daughter.
That entire time, I just like went inside my head where I'm like, oh, you know what's gonna happen? A clip of me saying that I want to kill Kellyanne Conway is gonna go viral, and then my kid's charter school is not gonna let her go there anymore. And then for the next 6 years, I'm gonna have to deal with every time I look at my partner, him going, "This is all your fault." Like that literally all just happened while he had said like 2 sentences.
Don't worry.
Oh
that's,
my God.
That's not going to happen. You didn't say you wanted to kill Betsy DeVos.
The whole time y'all were doing
She's the one
this,
that helped all the charter schools.
Yeah, no.
That they didn't deserve. Okay.
the whole time y'all were doing this, I was just seeing in my head, imagining how it's gonna look when y'all like piss off the cops, cause the cops are coming after y'all,
Yeah.
but somehow it's gonna be my fault and I get shot
Yeah.
out of all of this.
That's why we have the hatch. You'll be okay. They'll come in, open the hatch, you jump in the hatch, like Saddam Hussein.
You trying to Anne Frank me?
I prefer Saddam Hussein, but fine.
Isolate that audio.
Welcome to We All Try to End Our Careers with
I didn't
Mundek,
even know how
Anthony,
to-
Jen, and
I
Cody.
didn't even know how to answer that. I didn't even know how to respond.
Okay, the only way we can ditch out of this is if we now poll and ask each member of the audience who they would like to fuck up and kill. That way we're all in this shit together.
All right.
Because right now,
You're a teacher, right?
Get it,
I saw
man.
you react to something teacher-ish. You get to pick first because you're America's greatest heroes.
did you flinch when I said Tom Luna? Is that what did it for you? Oh, okay.
Did he just whistle at you like you want to kill someone from Tombstone or the Good and the Bad and the Ugly or whatever that movie is?
Dude, I
Good,
knew
bad,
it
yeah.
wasn't you. For some reason, I was looking at you the whole time, even though I know it was her. So I know he didn't whistle, but I ain't gonna lie. If he would have asked her that question and you did whistle, and it was like who would you kill? And he was like, that would have been the most gangster shit I'd ever seen in my life. I'd be like, dude, if this motherfucker changes her mind. I'm like, damn, that'd have been gangster. But sorry, I just said, go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're not. Gotcha. So Betsy, we're back to Betsy DeVos then.
Is it DeVos or Devil? Or Devil?
DeVos.
I've heard
DeVos.
it. Okay, I've heard it said like 5 different ways. Not tonight, just on news channels, which is troubling.
I think they're trying to you know how like people who work at Jiffy Lube say Kamala Harris instead of Kamala? I think it's like that. Where they're like just trying to disrespect her, so they're like Betsy DeVos or whatever.
Yo, man, we about to get on Comedy Central with this shit.
Yeah.
We about to fucking.
I'm gonna take my shirt off. Is that cool?
You can do whatever you want.
I
Just
felt-
make sure the audience doesn't react to it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna-
That's the only rule we've got.
This
False
is-
flag operation.
This is one. Remember that show Ricky Gervais had? It was like it was like a radio podcast, but they animated it, and for some reason
yeah,
they
yeah,
seemed
yeah,
like
yeah.
they made it. I feel like that's what this should be. Like this should be animated and maybe it'd be cooler.
And shorter.
And I'm having a great time because I'm high as fuck, but I don't know how high y'all are. So I'm just sitting here giggling my ass off like, we talking about what now?
Dude, they gotta do claymation like fucking Celebrity Deathmatch. That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
There we go.
Yeah.
I forgot all about Celebrity Deathmatch. That shit was dope. That's when MTV knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Maybe I should ask you guys more normal talk showy kind of questions. Hold on. Tell me about your upcoming movies.
Well, all of my upcoming movies will, of course, star my daughter doing something that I think is adorable, and then posting it for way too many people that don't give a fuck. That's what I have coming up.
And I'm re-recording Jingle All the Way, scene for scene.
Is that the Tim Allen one?
Arnold Schwarzenegger with Sinbad.
That's Arnold and Sinbad?
Yeah, they're fighting over fucking
Jingle All the
Action
Way.
Man or Ultraman doll. Whatever the
Which one-
fuck it was.
Which one's taller?
I'm a massive Sinbad.
What's the who
fan.
now?
That's the
Which
only
one's
reason why I
taller?
saw it. Yeah, huge.
Sinbad's taller than Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Sinbad's like 6'4".
Dude, it's the
bro.
one
a
where
Yeah.
it's the one where Phil Hartman's banging Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, and he's like,
Phil Hartman's banging Arnold Schwarzenegger's
"Yeah,
wife?
dude, I'm not making that shit up." He's all like, "I love these cookies." He's all, "Put the cookie down. Those are my cookies." And
I ain't gonna lie, y'all didn't
Who
give
said
him
it?
enough respect for it. That was like a pretty.
It was pretty good.
That's a pretty. I've
was
heard
pretty
so
good.
many. Dude, you don't understand. In open mics, I hear so many fucking Schwarzenegger. People are still trying to do Schwarzenegger
Oh wait,
impressions.
here's
and it's
here's my
like,
question.
motherfucker, that was actually
Does
good.
anybody have an impression that you do, even if you know you do it badly, but you like doing it? You guys have? I mean,
That's
that was a
a
good
good
one.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Do you
I
have
do.
one that you do?
Mine's Morgan Freeman. All day. Mine is always Morgan. But will
Right on.
always be Morgan
Okay,
Freeman.
will you do it? Just so everybody can hear.
Try to- the penguins. I don't really know what penguins look like. I've seen them. But I don't really know. They're majestic in that way. When the way they waddle, I wonder, are they fast? Are they really that fast? Or am I having a stroke? I honestly don't know, but I can tell you that penguins are penguins.
Nice. You capture the you capture the essence of Morgan. I mean, you're no Frank Caliendo.
No,
or
no,
anybody,
no.
But, you know.
I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to do.
No. I just want to know. I mean, I only have bad impressions. That's why I'm not a
all
fucking
I got.
impression comedian, because I suck at it.
That's all I
But
got.
but I like seeing people's sucky impressions. I think they're
Well, yeah.
actually more entertaining.
I'm awful. I know I'm awful at it. I know that. I just got the cadence
I don't.
down.
Yeah, you're right. And I don't have any famous people, because the impressions I like to do are of stupid people. I mean,
People
all the
nobody
time.
know. Yeah. It's that South Park got big. And it was all people they knew, and they just made fun of them. Sorry, Amy.
There's a real Mr. Mackey out there.
There is. I met him actually,
Yeah.
and he really does do that shit. He really.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Probably
I
right.
feel bad, and I feel bad because he genuinely is used to people laughing in his face. He is used to it now. And it's dude, okay. It's like, dude, it's like, yeah, I know. And it's like a pretty spot on impression of him. They kind of sound just like the dude. Like it's solid.
Does he like tune pianos or some antiquated job or what?
He's like works for a church or something. I know it's church related.
Yeah,
I know it's church related, but he's not a preacher.
Do you mind that they're giving real life Mr. Mackey a backstory? Like, or do you want to find out who he really was?
Like he
You can
actually is
Google
a
that
real
guy, probably.
person.
That's
Most
fine.
of those people are.
Do you have another impression? The Arnold Schwarzenegger was pretty good.
I do not believe so, not at this time.
Do you guys want to hear Arnold Schwarzenegger say anything weird? Because his impression was pretty good.
Dude,
Have him say
that
the
was
Jews
so
will not
enthusiastic.
replace
I'm now
us.
pimping Cody out as a birthday clown, guys. You're like, ooh, he's the jukebox. Only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold complains about grocery prices.
Oh, God. Are we on CMT? That was such a clean thing for somebody dressed in that much leather to say. What the fuck is happening right now?
I think I heard Arnold complains about grocery prices out there. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's try that again. See, it was a magic the first
I was about
time.
to be like, oh no. Sorry.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I can't do it. I'm on the
Yeah,
spot.
it's
Can't do
all
it.
right.
Can't do it.
It's all right.
He got the
Not
yips.
happening.
It's not happening.
It's Chuck
What about you,
Knobloch
dude?
from the
Fuck.
What about you, dude? Don't skate out. Don't use your host power to skate out of this.
Oh, I'm not gonna skate out of this. Why would I skate out of anything?
I feel like you alley-ooped me one and I missed the fuck out of it. Like I should have dunked that one home. I apologize.
The important thing to remember is life is a nightmare. Okay, all right. Here's a celebrity I can do a pretty spot-on impression of. All right, here we go. I'm Joe Pesci. Yeah. I didn't even have to do one of his movie quotes. You know who I was talking about.
Nah,
That's how
because
good
when you
that
first
is.
started, I thought you was doing Adam Sandler, dude. I didn't know.
And I thought he was going to start talking like Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
So you did so many impressions for so many by really not doing one. That,
I'm like a three-dimensional impressionist.
That was impressive. Dude, you did one impression. We all saw three different things.
Yeah.
Bruh, if only United Nations can figure that out.
I'm basically a Van Gogh painting. Cody, what do you hate the most about impressions and the one I just did?
Specifically the one you just did?
Yeah.
The pitch. My burning jealousy.
oh, right on.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry. I was high. I meant to say something about this earlier.
Yeah.
And I just remember. I felt like this was cool. I don't mean that because I felt like this. Anyway, back to the Burning Man thing. I was laughing in my head because, like, real shit, I was so scared of Burning Man when I first found out, like, it was a thing. Because I saw the movie The Wicker Man.
Oh, my God, yeah, right. In the end, where they burn the guy inside of the...
Yeah,
babies,
and
the
they burned,
babies.
Seen that movie?
they burned Nicolas Cage in that motherfucker. It's Nicolas Cage.
Jesus.
And dude, I was like, they actually do that? Like, I just dude, and yeah, I thought that's
Has anybody
what
in the
Burning
audience
Man
seen
was.
that movie?
Wicker Man?
Okay,
Wicker
all right,
Man?
cool.
Yeah,
So,
dude, I genuinely thought that. Yeah.
There's like a movie, and then at the end, there's a giant Wicker Man, but they like trap a guy inside, and then they burn the whole thing. So they burn a guy alive inside of a big stick man. It's a weird movie.
And then I found out there's a musical festival called Burning Man where they burn the same fucking thing.
They
It's
do.
literally the same
Yeah,
fucking
well, I mean, it is a
thing.
pagan thing. But for a second, you're like, I found out that there was a I thought you were going to say that there was a musical of the movie Wicker Man. I was like, I would go see that. Like, you know.
I bet it'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie, I bet it'd be pretty awesome. It'd be better than the real one.
Oh, my God. Anyway, all right, I think we're writing that later. If we're going to get way more high, we're going to write The Wicker Man, the musical.
There's just a bunch of bees dancing around and shit.
And I hate musicals. I'll write the fuck out of that.
Oh.
It's gonna be the next Hamilton. They're gonna be rapping.
The Bees? Or Nicolas Cage?
I'm gonna have Wu-Tang in that bitch. Killer bees, son. Killer bees.
Yeah. Ghostface Killer
Yeah.
Bees.
How long gonna be in there?
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. We probably better wrap this up soon because,
Oh yeah, this has been a long. You guys.
I
you
got my
guys are
kids
polite.
in the car.
well, to be fair, they weren't going to grow up to be shit anyway.
No, dude, I got the window down. One of them's got a gun. It's okay.
Oh, they've got a gun? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, I got a cool question to leave on if we're doing this. Oh, if we working. I just want to throw another cool question in there.
Go ahead.
All right. Who's a famous person that you had a huge crush on when you were young? And boy, did that not work out when they got older. You know what I mean? Like that crush.
I went famous person, and then
Yeah.
you were talking about like.
I meant famous person.
Oh, dude, LL Cool J, all the way. I fucking, he was my boyfriend.
But
and you
but
could not
that
tell me
went
different.
wrong, or I mean, like they.
I mean,
you,
yeah,
You
he's-
regret
No,
that you
I
liked
guess
him.
I
He's
don't
on like
regret it.
NCIS in
Yeah,
Nashville
he's
now.
still-
He's not
he's
cool
still
at
that
all.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
true. He is still hot.
LL Cool J is still that dude. That's what
No,
I was
he's
like,
not.
what
He's
did
on,
he
he's
have?
on NCIS. What is it? Memphis, New Orleans, Nashville? What the fuck is it?
Still making money.
He's the off-brand. Have you ever seen NCIS? It's the worst. It's the we're gonna
Yeah,
go
but
with my gut
he's
show.
like
It's the worst.
50-something. Like, he can't jump around a stage in a fucking Kangol anymore and no shirt. Like, he'd rather sit on a movie set and get up and do a 5-minute scene
Then he
a
can
couple
go
of times.
fuck
Like,
himself.
he's not bad at it. All right.
Like,
A cr- a
imagine
crush
if
that
I
went
was like,
wrong.
I can't have long hair and tell jokes anymore.
But can y'all think
All
of
right.
You would be
somebody
like, get the
that,
fuck
Yeah,
out
no,
of
I
here
can.
then.
I
Can
can.
you
I
think
can
of somebody
totally
that you
think of a
liked as a
crush I had
kid?
that went wrong.
and he was like, oh
yeah,
no.
I got
that's
it. I got it.
Who you
Ted
got?
Bundy.
Oh. Girl, same.
I don't deserve
It
another
worked out.
chance because I did that to you. Just move on to Cody. That was it. I don't get to give a real answer after that. But at least you guys laughed. Go ahead.
Mine's almost just as fucking bad, dude. Mine was that chick, Elizabeth Smart. What?
The chick that got kidnapped?
Yeah, dude, I'd see her picture on the fucking tabloids and shit when I was a kid. And I was like, that girl's real pretty. And she lives in one state over. Maybe I'll meet her someday.
So
That's not wrong.
That was so dark, dude.
but the,
Good luck
but
topping
see,
that.
that's the funny thing to me, because I was like, dude, you liked her, and then it went wrong, and so, dude, she was kidnapped when you started liking her.
I was like, maybe I'll be the one to find her, dude. Fucking.
He's so self.
I
He was only
think
thinking
it's
about
sweet.
himself.
I think it's sweet. That's like puppy
I was young
love.
and impressionable. Leave me alone.
What do we expect? Like, have you ever seen a fucking Disney movie? Like, we're programmed to go find that girl. You did the, maybe not right thing, but the programmed by America thing.
Now that
All
bitch
right.
is on fucking The Masked Singer. You see that shit? How fucked
She
up
was
is
on
that?
The Masked Singer?
Yeah, dude, because she's a fucking correspondent or something. I'm not even making this up, dude. She's on the fucking Masked Singer this season.
Jesus Christ.
How in the hell were they supposed to guess that? Aren't they supposed to guess
I don't
who
know,
she
but
is?
the costume they dressed her as a milk carton. It
They're
was
just
cool.
She's dressed as a milk carton.
Yeah!
She's dressed as a milk carton, and the judges are like, Elion Gonzalez? Natalie Holloway? Dior Koontz? Am I the only one here who knows the name of missing children?
Any children?
Oh shit, is that John Benet Ramsey? I thought she sounded like Katy Perry.
Is that one of them kids in the Tom Hanks New York moleholes?
Oh God! All
I
right.
hate
All right.
laughing about this.
Okay,
Wow.
last question. Wait, hold on. Did everyone finish this question?
No, you guys didn't fucking finish it.
What is the question?
Ah!
I'm so
I
confused.
don't even remember what the question is.
The question
And I'm only
went
laughing
wrong.
at him and
Yeah.
pointing that way because neither do I.
Who did you
So I'm like,
think
oh, this is
was
pointing.
cute when you were a kid and it didn't work out?
Oh, a famous crush you had.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that person didn't.
Oh, by the way, mine is Lark Voorhees. Lisa Turtle.
What happened to
from
Lisa
Saved by the
Turtle?
Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got mental issues. It's not her fault, but damn. You know what I mean? It's one of those. Not trying to make fun of that, but yeah, she's.
I mean, we are. We're gonna make fun of that. Does she have worse
she's
mental
had it.
issues than Jessie Spano or Elizabeth Berkley or whatever her name is?
Liz Berkeley got it. Oh, man. Saved by the Bell is almost like Disney.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
all
say,
kind
like-
of got fucked up,
Yeah,
right? Like
I was
if
just
you-
scratching the surface.
I mean,
we
the
ain't got
Mickey
to
Mouse
Screech
Club.
yet.
I just said Disney, but yeah, they're all fucked up.
Who's the most fucked up Saved by the Bell character or cast member?
Screech.
I was about to say
Screech?
Screech, but that's low hanging fruit.
Hands down.
That's
Like
low-hanging
he got it.
fruit
He
right
got
now.
in a knife fight with like a fucking Boy Scout knife. Like I mean, he's just a mess. That guy's a mess.
So I heard that
Like, that's the
dude.
knife he chose to pull out, like to thread somebody.
He's
Like, what are you
like-
gonna do? Pear an apple for me? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna stab you and then I'm gonna pluck your eyebrows.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna pick your teeth.
Yes, exactly.
I heard that dude used a stunt cock in the porno,
Oh,
and that he currently has stage 2 cancer.
He does have cancer.
And that the knife fight was in self-defense. I'm getting my news from all over the internet.
Yeah,
I don't believe that knife fight was in self-defense.
He's just
There's
been
He's
reading
an asshole.
Saved by the
Human
being.
Bellanon,
He's an
I think.
asshole.
He's just, yeah, he's got some, some.
There's
I
never
don't know.
been a human being
I
that's
hope
like,
he gets
I'll
better.
do 10
you know what I mean?
years
But yeah,
to stab
fuck that
Screech.
dude.
Boy, do
Not
we know
even
how
the
to
guy
get
that plays
off
Zack.
topic, you guys. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
I did a show with Screech. He's a fucking douche.
He is.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but I hope he gets
I've run
better,
into
but
him a
he's
few
fucking
times over my career, too. And
douche.
yes, you're right.
I hate when celebrities survive cancer.
Wow.
I do.
Is that your
Wow.
crush? Wow.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I do.
Wow.
Like I saw, like Jeff Bridges is fine, and it's like really.
This went dark as fuck.
No, it's just.
Well, Mundek is on the show.
It's
so.
because he's more important than the rest of us. People are like, he was in the Big Lebowski, he gets to live. Not saying it's his fault, but it certainly feels that way.
Well, what's Michael Douglas's excuse, man?
Oh, no. Mike, what a fucking asshole. He's like, my wife gave me cancer with her stinky pussy. Yeah, remember that? He's like, oh, I was eating gross pussy. And his wife's just like, I'm famous too, motherfucker. What's your deal?
What he said was that she had HPV, and then he caught it in his throat.
Yeah.
So he totally passed. Like, first of all, clearly that marriage was not a good one, because even if that did happen, like, why wouldn't that be your own personal fucking tragedy together? Like, what the fuck?
'Cause
Why
he's
would you be like,
trying-
she did it? Like, it's
Nah.
weird.
He's
Like,
trying.
you're not in trouble, dude. Like, you're.
Nah, you're not thinking.
It's
you're
fucking
not,
throat
yeah,
cancer.
Nah,
Just
man.
say you smoked
Y'all
cigarettes.
not going beyond the box, all right? He's trying to get some ass. I've seen this. This is a player move. This is a player move, all right?
Just a
He's
ploy to
like, yo,
fuck Selma Hayek.
he's like, nah, man, the last woman I was with, I ate a pussy so good I got cancer. You know what I mean? Like, that's where he went with it,
Like,
all right?
I
This
ate
is what
pussy
he's
so
talking
good,
about.
God personally tried to kill me.
Yeah.
If he can eat pussy that good, I'm gonna break into his house while he's sleeping, and just sit on his face, dude. I'll be like, fucking, I will take the risk.
I'll do the same thing.
How weird would that be if a dude walked up to you and was like, yeah, I'm trying to get chemo, girl. I'm about to eat your pussy that long. That's how long I'm going to be down there.
Wow. All right. You guys, that's a new level. That was like a pussy eating / cancer segment of the show.
I ain't going to front. I was trying to figure out how to squeeze another one in there. Like,
Well, and then I was gonna say we're really thinking outside the box, and then I realized that was a pussy pun, and then I shouldn't say.
What we're really thinking is a growth
or was it
outside
an
the box.
abortion joke? I'm so glad none of y'all heard it. I think only me heard.
That's probably good too.
Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna.
Okay, so
This is going off the rails.
It's probably time.
The thing is, you guys will leave, and then we're still gonna stay here till
And
like
do the
4 in the morning and do
same
this,
shit.
because that's what we did last night. Because we loved it. Like, do you like this format? Like, I like it too. So Mundek was doing this in Vegas, right? Yeah. And then brought it to the lounge, and then when we put on the first one, I was like, this is really cool because you hear comedians' jokes, but you don't really get to hear them, anything kind of a little more personal and candid. But also, comics, all they do is bat words, right? And when you have comics that are really good at it all together, it's really fun. Like, I love sitting in the back when I'm not even on the show and just being able to hear people bat the conversation around in such a playful manner, because that's literally what we practice all the time. So I would just like to give you some props because this is a very cool show. When is the next one?
As you can tell, someone said something nice about me, so I'm very uncomfortable.
He's
This
going to
has never
deflect
happened
and
before.
start ranting about something.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
the next one's going to be on February 26th. We'll have Iris Benson as one of the guests. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you who the other guests are because I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
Just about
Yeah.
to say.
I put that shit off.
I wanted to out you.
I put that shit off. You know why I put that shit off? Because it's work. And I'm one of them stone slackers Bill O'Reilly's always crying about to no one because he lost his show.
No, I know it's true. Actually, that's how I got on the show. Like, he waited so long, he was like, "Oh shit, we'll just get the chick that works here." Like, so,
Come down next week. We're on the 26th. I'm going to interview Iris Benson and the person that was bringing you drinks and the teacher lady, right? Those are the two closest people to me. All right. Oh, celebrity crush that went wrong.
I completely forgot about
Okay.
that.
So did I.
I forgot.
When I was a kid, I loved Linda Cohn, the Sports Center anchor.
Oh, respect though.
Loved
Respect,
her.
yeah.
She was
Okay.
a nice lady that told me about sports in the morning. It was wonderful, right? And then I found out that when she was younger, she used to play hockey, and I just can't respect.
I think that's badass that she used to play
she
hockey.
did. It was.
Yeah, I
she
was
was
still
really good.
smashing.
She was a goalkeeper. Though.
I
She was
still
really
smash
good.
Linda Cohn.
I,
Ain't it?
I mostly said that because I know Cody's a hockey fan. Do you have a response?
No.
Do you intend to defend Linda Cohn's honor?
I don't even know who that is, bro.
Oh, dude.
She played
You're not
goalie
really a
for like
hockey fan,
Vanderbilt
are
or
you?
some shit.
I'm not a female hockey fan from the 1980s. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude.
She's
You
sports
should, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking the
Fucking-
women's hockey's better.
I'm a
than
YouTuber.
men's
Misogynist douche. Nah.
hockey. There are definitely at least two sports women are more fun to watch than men, and it's hockey and soccer. I say that as an avid soccer
Dude,
fan.
gotta throw MMA in there.
Oof.
Female MMA is fucking
man.
dope.
Kickboxing
Nothing
and
sexual.
poker.
They go hard. Like, them motherfuckers got something to prove.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit. And that shit is, wow.
I don't mind
It's
watching.
funny because
I don't mind watching MMA, but I don't go near it because of the fear of having to listen to Joe Rogan at any point
I mean,
by accident. So,
respect.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like, the thing about two women fighting in a UFC match is that they're really both still fighting two men in their heads while they're doing it. No? Go ahead, gentlemen. Pretend that's not how it is.
I just needed the end of that sentence.
Go to sleep
happen,
next to
'cause
a
I was
woman
like,
later.
ooh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in summation, what do you guys want to huff after this?
Dude, some gold bonds, son.
Gold bond?
Fuck yeah.
Gold
man.
bond? You got athlete's nose? Why you want to huff gold bond?
Dude, man, I'm just. Because it was the first thing I thought of.
What do you want to huff, Jen?
You think I'm a diesel girl? No, I'm not. I'm not a diesel girl.
Other the audiences have suggestions.
You know what? I wanna huff on the end of the fucking whipped cream can upstairs.
Whipped cream can?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Cody?
We're doing that. We're doing fucking whippets. Yeah, dude.
You guys doing whippets?
15 seconds of fun.
I'm surrounded by fucking amateurs. If you guys want to see me, I'll be upstairs huffing dust off so I can get ready to huff some Freon. All right.
Y'all talking about
Thank you guys so much. Is anybody left? Does anyone want to yell something rude at us? Websites? Oh, yeah. If you want to find Cody, where can people find you?
Internet, that's pretty cool.
All right, let's be a little more specific because the internet
I don't
is
want
a big
anybody to
place
find me.
other than in China. Under the connector.
Hey,
at
don't give away my
Park.
fucking address. You trying to dox me?
You can.
No, dude, you just gotta look up Full Metal Brewer Radio or look up What's Up with Stuff, Treasure Valley's newest newspaper.
It's right here. We never got to it.
You're the best.
Here we go. Mothman stole my lawnmower. Won't give it back. If you'd like to hear more.
That is literally what it said, by the way. That's literally.
I
read it. I fucking read it with him. That's literally what it said.
All right, let's do it. We're doing it. This one was written by Captain K.
Also
Just a
fact.
letter. Captain K. Not Captain K. Local woman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, claims that she has an unruly neighbor that borrows her lawn equipment without returning the borrowed items. When asked to describe the neighbor in question, she claims, quote, some winged, red-eyed, bipedal man that hypnotizes her and runs off into the darkness of her topiary bushes of cats. End quote.
Wow, someone else calls their vagina that too? Sweet.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
When cross-referencing the description of the assailant, local police have identified the perpetrator to be near identical to an unknown subject responsible for the Silver Bridge collapse in December of 1967. Yeah, did you fucking know that? Yeah.
After the last
Who are
fucking
you,
few
Lauren
years, that
Boebert?
sounds totally
Fuck
plausible.
yeah. Dude, oh, this shit's real as fuck, dude.
Although Point Pleasant has had increasing rates, hold on, that doesn't sound right. Let me see. Okay. Although Point Pleasant has had increasing rates of bath salt usage in the past decade since its discovery.
I should have said I wanted to huff bath salts.
Discovery like fucking Galileo's getting high under an overpass.
How is she gonna see the stars, man?
The locals seem to admit, what the fuck? The locals seem admit on the cat. That's gotta be it.
Yeah, it's a typo, though.
Okay, that's
Oh,
a typo.
shit, they just started editing
The
for
locals seem intent.
Because he's reading it, man.
Intense?
It makes him sound stupid.
I picked this one at random. I'm not trying to. Adamant.
It's not what that says.
I love
It's not
adamant.
what that says.
The locals seem adamant, which is spelled A-D-M-I-T.
Real
I'm
talk.
just
Like-
learning.
Like real talk.
I know I'm from Grangeville, Idaho, but I can tell the difference between an admission and being adamant about something. I've had to admit to a lot of things. None of them have been adamant. The locals seem adamant on the capturing and prosecution of the subject in question. As of now, nearby home improvement and gardening stores will cease the sales of any lawn care equipment until further notice.
When asked what they would do about this at the city council, Mayor Salvia had to say,
Bruh, this is dope.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
The cover of this says the ghost of Dale Earnhardt is getting into the cybersecurity game. And I'll
Right.
tell you, dude, that's some
Yeah.
poop. That's some pooping material
Yeah.
right there. That's some pooping. That's what you read when you got, oh boy, man.
It's written by Barley
I
Davidson.
can't tell if you're excited
says
to
by
read that or
Barley
to
Davidson.
shit right now or just both. Like,
Both.
Just,
I mean, not. It makes like if I got this, it would make me.
I
look
know. I
forward
saw
to
you
shitting.
making future plans with yourself.
Yeah.
In a future shit.
I've never planned the shit
I'm gonna do.
before. I've never planned the shit before. And
Yep. No, I saw it.
that's
I saw
how
it happen. Right.
this
I was very
reading
up
go-
close.
Dude, endorse it, man. Get this brought to you by that too, man. Come on now,
All
bring
right.
it in. Come on now, shout them out, cause that's.
What's up with stuff? I was like,
What you've
choked
done
up.
to him
I'm
with-
fucking
hold on.
choked up, man.
If you look at this, the smallest thing on the front page is the actual name of the publication. So I'm like looking at it, like, where does it say what this is fucking called? The newspaper too hot for the CIA? What fucking South American country did this overthrow governments in? Idaho? Oh God, we're in South America now? Fuck it,
No,
dude.
but it would have worked if you said third world.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of
good
those
old
jokes I
third
couldn't
world.
have said. No.
Oops. All right, hold on. Tonight's show is brought to you by What's Up With Stuff. Have you ever huffed gasoline and just
I feel
let
like
your
that was
fingers
a brainstorming
wander?
session that people just gave up on. They're like, fuck it, let's just call it What's Up With Stuff.
Tonight's show is brought to you by What's Up With Stuff, Walter Cronkite's favorite publication. No one knows who that is, and also I said it badly.
I know who that is
Take
because
two.
I'm fucking old.
That man's got a nice mustache.
Tonight's show is brought to you by What's Up With Stuff. Try to figure it out.
That's actually pretty spot on. That's actually pretty solid.
Facts that leave cats questioning their families. Is that why you gave this to me?
Yeah, that's
Is my
the header,
kitty gonna
bro.
murder me?
That's
Oh,
that.
now I gotta look
You
through
do
this.
I
realize
learned-
like 15 minutes ago we told these people they were about to be able to leave and then we just fucking like kept going.
Okay, you know what? Let's revisit that topic. I call bathroom first. All right. All right. If you guys want to see Anthony Crawford reading this thing, come over to my house and watch him shit. He's staying with me. Tickets are $5. I don't. $7.50. He loves the publication. Look how much fun he's having. Tickets are
Shocking
now
new
12.
evidence suggests Bill Nye is behind the 9/11 terrorist attacks.
Oh, he's done. He's done. He's laughing so hard he has to take a shit. That's where he's going.
He's gone.
Jesus.
Anthony Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. How about a hand for him?
Ah, that was the best fucking walking off a show ever. He's like, I'm out, shitting. See you later.
I'm upset because I called bathroom first.
Yep. Well.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for Jen Adams,
Thank
huh?
I'm gonna leave.
Leave. Run off. Run off. Don't forget, we have siphoned gas out of all of your tanks, so you're going to have to call a cab. And then Cody Connolly, how about a hand for Cody Connolly? Check out Full Metal Brewer Radio. I am what's left of Mundek, and I'm going to kill Dr. Oz with my bare hands. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.